In this challenge run, we'll be maxing out the difficulty settings. Baron Aggression, Max Bandits, Raids from Year 1, starting in winter with no resources, demanding peasants, and all the rest. On top of that, we're not allowed to build any trading posts, and regional wealth must be earned from burgage plots. Let's jump right into it. Now for this challenge, I did save scum a bit. I wanted to try and get the right region, and this one's got rich soil and iron deposit. The reason these two are important, if we're not doing any trade, we have to manufacture everything in-house. The only two things we need a lot of are iron for weapons and armor, and then rich soil so we can deal with ale. Ale's not really a problem on the lower settings, but on the difficulty settings, as they get higher with the peasant demands, you're pretty much not going to have a town if you don't have ale. Everybody will end up running away very quickly. So first thing we're going to do is let's map out a little bit of this barley. Now there's a decent amount of trees here, so maybe we can just put our woodcutter first there so you can clear that out. And then this open field we can kind of section off. Or you know what we should do is we can just put like a no-go zone right here just so I know where not to build past. And we'll just keep to this area. We could use like a woodcutter here. We could use a logging camp right here. And then we'll go from there. So that works. The other thing we're going to have to deal with is animals. So we need these guys to move. There we go. That's pretty good, actually. We could probably get them to move a little bit more. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe it's greedy, but I'm going to try it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The berries and the animals are right on top of each other. That's really good. How's that look? That's pretty good. So we're going to have our food production, at least in the early game, primarily up here. Is there anything up here worth getting? Flax. There's a little bit of barley here, but there's so much barley down here. I don't think we'll need any of this. And then Amber's going to be good everywhere. So I think this is probably a good setup. We're going to move all these things at some point, but right now we just want to get them down so we can start our production. Like normally you'd want to put your hunt pretty close, but like I said, for right now, we're just going to survive. We got logging camp, hunting camp, and I don't normally upgrade the homeless tent. I'm going to try it this time. I feel like it might help with some of the approval loss. Yeah, because really the only thing you deal with in the early game is the homelessness, and then within the first month you absolutely need to get all the other stuff going, like food, firewood, clothing. There we go. So that's done. Let's get 2 people on the hunting camp just so we can get a head start, and then we'll pull that back to 1. And we are going to get raided in the first year. Like I said, all the difficulties maxed. We got 5 bandit camps on the map. We'll max that out as well. 3 people on logging. As soon as we get some timber, we'll pull somebody back and have them help. All right, there we go. First thing is done, and we're going to pull somebody back from the logging camp first. I would like to get a little bit of a nest egg going for the food, so we'll leave 2 people on the hunt there. I'm going to try this build a little differently, as I mentioned. The worker camp is good because it does give you 1 space for a market stall, and you need that 1 space to get the approval rating up. Yeah, see right now we got homelessness and hunger. Hunger shouldn't be a problem. Let's go through our market stall up. And I'm going to put it right here. Like I said, this is not like the ideal place to be putting stuff, but this is what we're going to do for now. And then we're going to need a tannery, which we don't have enough for yet. That's fine. We could do our woodcutter then instead. Why don't we put our woodcutter right here? And then 2 more timber and we can get a tannery. There we go. Food stall. So like I said, they will restock. This counts as 1 house. So even though we have 5 people, you're going to get 1 meat out of it. Let's put 1 person on the wood camp. I'm going to pull 1 back from, let's see, how's our hunting doing? It's down to 14. We could probably pull 1 person back from that. And then that'll allow us to work on a tannery. So tannery is going to go up right here. We don't want to delete that tree that we just felled because that's going to be a problem. And we'll delete all this stuff and move it around later, but we just need it to get down as soon as we can. So let's see. Firewood stall should be going up soon. Clothing stall will go up next. There we go. Firewood stall. And we'll put 1 person on there so we can get clothing going. We don't have any food variety. We'll have to wait till next year to get that. Till sometime early March. And then we can start working on a berry deposit. We've got the basics down. We do need to get rid of homelessness. So we'll transition into making burgage plots. I still don't want to build down here because this is definitely going to be farmland. This is really good land for us with the barley. So what I'm going to do... It's so hard to tell where the actual trees are and the bushes are. So I'm going to clear this out for a second. Now we want to build the houses fairly close to the logging camp just because we don't want to have to be traveling all over the place with the ox and the timber that he's going to be dragging. So like if we build houses in the perfect location over here, it's going to take forever for him to go and deliver. So we'll probably build it back here. And we're going to be building singles primarily because to use as little space as possible. Yeah, the singles are nice because we'll probably want to use these for the artisan shops, like our joiner, our blacksmith, our armorer. These all need to be singles. Now, they will not start moving into these things until we deconstruct the workers' camp. But we got 3 out of 4, and we got wood for 5 coming up right now. So let's start working on that. There you go. And like I said, once that's done, we're going to destroy the worker camp. They'll all move into houses. That'll get rid of some of the approval losses here. We need to get stone. We need to get a church going. And we also need, actually, why don't we start working on that? Let's get our saw pit and our stone cutting camp. I need 2 logs for those. I'm going to go ahead and destroy the workers' camp right now, so these guys can start moving into a real house. And that'll give us 1 extra log, and we'll throw that here. I'm going to try and get this thing out of the way. I want to build the church. We have to figure out where we're going to build the manor house and the church. So the manor house is coming up first, and then the church will probably build somewhere over here. Yeah, the manor house just needs to be as close to all the supplies that we have, because that thing needs to go up as soon as possible. The AI is going to start picking off all these things, all these bandit camps. We need to try and get as much of the money as we can, and we'll be using that as our early defense fund, just to delay the AI long enough until we can actually get our militia up and running. So let's just get it out of the way. Maybe we can do it along this. Or, you know, right in here is fine, and then we can just destroy it once we're done. These houses are obviously going to be permanent. We're going to move those, but this stuff right here is all going to get moved soon. So why don't we just do that? Just build it right here. We'll also get a saw pit. We have the wood for it. Now, unfortunately, we do have negative approval, so we are going to start losing people if we get unlucky. This person on the tannery should have been off the tannery quite a while ago, although, yeah, we have 5. So as long as we have 5 max, that's what we need. So 5, 5, 5. Yeah, let's get this person on the saw pit. As soon as we get 1 more timber. Yeah, there he goes. Another enemy ruler is starting to take out the bandits, so we really need to get that manor house, like, right now. Now I'm going to throw this person on the saw pit. So we need 5, 20, 15. We already have enough stone cutters, so why don't we pull this guy off the stone cutter and have him help with the logs. We'll keep an eye on this thing. As soon as it's done, we're going to flip these guys over to building. And we're making pretty good time here, actually. I think we'll be all right. I gotta be honest, that settler camp, I don't think really helped at all. Actually, I take that back. I do take that back. It didn't help with the speed. It actually slowed us down a tiny bit compared to where I'm used to being. But one thing that I have noticing is the debuff from homelessness is a lot less. So usually the first month, it's not a big deal. Maybe it'll be 1 or 2 different. But the problem is every month that you have homelessness, it carries over into your previous month. And then that thing stacks up, and it takes a really long time to get rid of any debuff that you have down there. Like, you'll notice this church level 2 low, -3 now, but if we continue to get these church level 2 low debuffs in the current day, it's going to carry over into the previous month, and that'll go all the way up to like -12, -15. It adds up pretty quickly, so we obviously want to get rid of those soon. All right, 20 planks, get the guy off the saw pit, put him back on logging, and we need to get 5. We need 5 timber. Okay, we got it. Let's go ahead and pause. Now, I don't know where the heck we're going to put this thing. I definitely don't want to put it right here in the middle of everybody, because that's just in the way. How are we looking on barley? We could try and hide it somewhere down here, and it's still very close to all those supplies. So why don't we do that? Let's just put it maybe on the end here. Let's put another field down just so I can outline it and make sure that I'm not building over something that's important, and we're not going to take out any trees either. Just make sure that's there. Okay, so this is our limit. Yeah, if we build that there, I believe we can still fit some houses here. Yeah, we can still fit houses, so that's kind of out of the way, but also close enough to all the supplies. Alright, so we need to unassign a bunch of people, get that built, and then as soon as these guys are done building, we're going to go right back to work. Yeah, we need to get our church as well. So we need the exact same supplies for the church as we do for the manor house. So wooden church, 520 and 10. There we go, that's done. So we're going to pause and immediately get these guys out. Take them off of sprinting so they don't completely drain themselves. And then we need to take a look at the map and see where the AI is. So they're all the way up here. It looks like they're taking out this camp. Yep, they're going to take that camp out. That's fine. There's still 3 camps that we can potentially get. So they're most likely going to move to this camp next, and then these 2 down here after. So if we leave like immediately, we might be able to contest this camp. So I'm going to go for it. Maybe it's a mistake. It's like, you know, bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. We could guarantee ourselves to get these 2, or we can try to get all 3 and maybe not even get 2. But we'll see. I think it's worth the risk. Yeah, because every penny that we save right now in the early game is going to delay that final fight when we have to defend our main territory by an extra 6 months or whatever it is, however often the AI tries to claim your land. So it's pretty important to get it. Now we need to focus on getting a couple more things. We need stone still, so let's put one person on stone at least. We also need planks. We only have one timber though, so obviously we need somebody on the logging camp. Actually, let's just keep 2 on the logging camp, 1 on the stone cutter camp, because we're going to need at least 9 logs. 5 for the actual timber and 4 to convert to planks. And we only need 10 stone. The stone is literally right next to us, so we can probably just get that almost instantaneously. All right, these guys are getting stuck. It's not a good time to get stuck, dude. There we go. Okay, we may need to sprint here, depending on how quickly these guys start moving. I can't tell if they're going off map or if they're coming down here. It looks like they're actually leaving the map. So we're going to have to be careful here. We don't have enough troops to fight this. We're basically just kiting. Yeah, they're not actually even going for that. So what we're going to have to do is pull these guys out and kite them around. Do the same thing down here with these 2. And then we'll have 3 bandit groups just chasing us around, which is fine. We don't need our troops to fight. We just need them to be mobile and not get caught. We have 11 stone. Let's pull this guy off, put him on saw pit. Yeah, we've got enough stone. We'll need to put him back on stone though, so we can get a granary. We can just keep an eye on it from here then. There goes the bandit. We need to run away because they come out sprinting pretty fast. Yeah, we can take our time here. It looks like the AI is not really pushing for this. Alright, there we go. Somebody just spawned in. Where did they spawn in at? I really hope they didn't spawn down here, because that would be pretty much what I was talking about. Oh no, it's the same guy. Yeah, they're just popping in and out of the bush. But we are running dangerously low on food. So what I'm going to do is let's adjust our hunting camp down a little bit. We can get a few more animals in here, and then we'll have to adjust that back up after winter time. We really don't want to starve. That would be pretty bad. 6 timber, 15 planks. We actually have enough for the church, don't we? Yeah, one more. They'll convert 1 more plank, and then we'll be in good shape. So why don't we put 1 person back on stonecutter camp so we can get our granary after that. Let's watch this guy for a little bit. Now we're saving our stamina, so if we have to sprint to get away, we can. This church is just not wanting to go, is it? There we go. Now we are taking all this money into our personal treasury because we're going to need it. And then again, we're going to circle our way out of this. Our Woodcutter's Lodge stuff is getting damaged, but there's nothing we can really do about it. We don't have a storehouse. So we're going to head down here. Yeah, I'm curious why the AI is not going for these guys. This is kind of interesting. They were on top of those first 2 camps pretty quickly, but these ones they're struggling with. There we go, 20 planks. Let's get our church going. Now the church does need to be somewhat strategically placed because people do go to pray. So we don't want it too far from where we're going to be building a lot of our burgage plots. Well, let me see here. What are we going to build on this side? Actually, we could... Yeah, there's more barley back there. I would like to keep that open if possible. So that means we'll be building housing in these little corridors and up here. We've got plenty of room over here as well, actually. If we draw a radius right here, this is kind of like the central area that we'll probably build. We don't need the main road. Usually you only care about this if you're doing trading. We obviously can't do trading here, so I think what we'll do is let's just put the church on the main road. Why don't we do that? That'll make life easier for people when they want to go pray. That'll work, actually. Okay, now these guys are... Oh, they're actually coming down. Okay, so that works. Why don't we do this? Let's... Like I said, we just want to kite these guys around. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I'm an idiot. So pull off of the saw pit. Pull off of... No, you know what? I'm going to leave 1 person on the logging and 1 person on the stone cutter. We don't need the church right away. I mean, we need it pretty quickly because then we can start getting approval gain and then we can get new people. We can't really take new people on right now though because we don't have food. And we'll be able to fix that in March. Ooh, speaking of March. Yeah, so we'll build the church first and then we need to very quickly get our berries. That's going to be pretty important. So I'm thinking what we can do is we don't want to build over or too close to the hunt. So let's just get these guys like maybe right here. We'll end up building a whole complex for the berries. It'll make sense. I did quite a bit of testing to see how you can just maximize the amount of berries you get. So I'll be showcasing that soon. But let's focus on these guys. This is kind of a tricky spot. If I mess this up, then we'll be in deep trouble. Because this is a really good start. I definitely don't want to mess this up. Our timing was really good on the manor house. Timing is really good on the church. And then the AI was... I don't want to say they messed up, but yeah, they didn't really get down to that 3rd camp quick enough. Usually in my testing, on average, I can get 2 camps. If you have bad luck, you're only getting 1, and if you have good luck, you're getting 3. It's kind of somewhere in that 2 to 3 range. So these guys are going to pop out soon. And then again, we don't want to run straight at them. So what I'm going to do is just go south. How are we doing here? Church is being built. Yeah, it's going to take a while. We can't really do anything to micro it either. Let's pull the stone cutter off because he's just getting stuck. Planks. We will need some planks at some point. What else do we need to do here, actually? I think probably just the building. I'm just trying to think what our next step is. I'd rather plan for it now. Yeah, a couple things that we're going to need, like, immediately after this is done. We're going to obviously need to build more housing. We're going to need more housing, so why don't we just do that? All right, I need to make sure that this is not going to get cut off. Yeah, we need to have a little path just so we can get to our farmlands here. There we go. So we can get one more plot there. That's fine. We're not going to get any positive immigration until we get our church up. That's going to need to go away, that debuff. The question is, do we do all three and then go back and fight, or do we take this one, fight, take the other one, and fight? And I think the right answer is to take this one first and then bait them back into the mercenary troops. All right, he's sending more. No, it's not sending more. He's just popping in and out of the woods. All right, so those guys are fine. Yeah, we need to fight. There we go. So we got a little bit more cash. It's another 109. Wow, thought it'd be more than that. So we do need to slow down here. We do need to fight these guys as well. This is really important. You might think, well, we only need money to hire mercenaries and that'll help us survive. But there's another thing we can do to slow them down even more. So every time we fight, if we get a kill and we're in the middle of battle when these guys break and flee, we actually get the influence for that. So we don't have to kill the whole group ourselves. We just have to participate enough. If you don't participate enough, I don't think you get anything. I haven't tested that completely, but yeah, it seems like I've done some battles where I didn't get anything for it because I joined too late. But yeah, if we're able to get some influence, we need 1,000 to claim a neutral territory. We're going to want to do that as soon as we can, because every neutral territory that's out means that he only has to spend 1,000 influence to take that land. If we take it, then he has to spend 2,000, and it slows him down basically by, his speed is cut in half because he can only claim one territory. So for every 2 of these neutrals, he can only claim 1 of our claimed territories. So that's going to be a necessity. The church is just about built, so we need to... Oh, nice. They're actually building the house. So that'll be done. The forger hut. And then we really need to get our granary, and we need to get our storehouse in order. That needs to come up pretty soon. I think we're still okay to focus over here. So the game plan here is to let them charge this guy first. We need to stay real close. So he's going to charge, and then he's going to fight too. We want to get involved when these guys are close to breaking, but not too close. We also don't want to sacrifice our troops. Here, like this guy's got... This one up here is 13, and they're about to break, so let's help them. So now he's getting hit from the back. The only problem here is we're fighting a 5v whatever, 28. So hopefully these guys survive. These guys, they're about to break. There we go. Okay, nice, we got it. So you'll notice we don't get the influence yet, but we should get it in a couple seconds. Yep, there it goes. So 890. We need one more. We'll be able to claim a territory with this, actually, once we get this last group. So they're going to move down here. We're going to beat them to it. But you can see already they're claiming Eichenau. So Eichenau is right there. But like I said, there's really not much we can do about it. Come on, church. All right, that's done. It is March, so we can start getting berries in the very near future. But I think what we should probably do first... We need to work on a granary. Yeah, well, we don't want somebody in this hunting camp and one person in the berry hut the entire time. We need to be able to rotate between the two. Again, let's just make sure we're doing this without our guy get slammed in the front. Yeah, I think granary and storehouse, those should be the next things that we build. And I don't really mind building it up here. I'm trying to think what else we could do. I mean, I'm just trying to think where everything's going to eventually get laid out. So obviously our barley will be down here. Farming and stuff will be down here as well. But the nice thing about farming is you can limit what goes into your storehouses so that all the initial goods that come out of the farm don't go anywhere and they stay there, and you could just build your production there. And then all you do is ship back the ale and you ship back the bread. So you don't have to do any of these intermediate trips. I think that's probably the way to do it. So I think we just put the granary up here, but do we build it on the actual road or do we build it to the side like this? And that's what I'm not 100% sure on. I don't want to be close to the wooden church because, again, that's just wasted space. That needs to be close to the burgage plots. We can't build too close to the wild animals. We can scare them off later. Like right now, we really need the food close, but in the future, we won't. So what I'm thinking about doing is dropping a little lifeline like this. We'll just go right to the edge, and then we'll start putting our granary, our storehouse. I'm going to try something a little different here. I'm going to put the storehouse on the other side. There we go. And I'm spacing them out so that we have room for expansion in the future. So I'm definitely going to want to have at least 2 granaries and at least 2 storehouses side by side. And then we're going to need to have the marketplace. We could probably put a marketplace on this side, a marketplace on this side, and that'll help fuel our expansion. So those 2 should help quite a bit. I'm going to do just a temporary road to connect these 2. We'll delete all, obviously all this is going to get moved and deleted soon, but for now, we'll leave that in place. And then where do we need our workers? Our leather, let's see, our firewood stall is still looking good. Clothing stall is still looking good. So we don't need any more leather just yet. Yeah, I think this is good. And then we're going to reserve a few people. Let's make sure the forger hut gets done ASAP. And then the granary should be next priority. We're going to put at least 1 person in the forger hut. We might end up doing 2 because that's going to be pretty important. So I think we've got that set for now. Let's speed 5 this. Technically speed 12, but that sounds weird saying speed 12. These guys will pop out. And again, we need to stay close by so we can get the influence. And before this battle, let's just make sure... What else can we do here? So forger hut is done. There's no berries. Halfway through March, they will pop up. This stone takes forever to gather, so we'll leave 2 people to construct. And again, we're going to go right behind them. And as soon as we see their morale drop... Oh, yeah, we need to get in there. They're about to break. Nice, we got it. All right, so we should be able to beat these guys to the bandit camp. And that'll be 3. And they're not even going for it. They just gave up. This bandit camp's ours. And that gives us 1.2k influence. So we have enough to claim 1 territory. Now, we're not going to claim it yet. And the reason we're not claiming it yet is because we want as many neutral territories open as possible. That's going to give us more chances to fight bandits. And again, bandits get converted into influence. So that's going to help quite a bit. The only downside with this is every time the bandit camp shows up, we do have to deal with the AI taking mercenaries out of the pool. So that's less people we have to defend later with. But the thing is, we're not going to rely on mercenaries here very much. We'll need it to help defend a couple fights. But then pretty much we're going to be doing all of our fighting with our militia. Now you might think, you know, having 5 militia is going to be tough. And you're partially right there, but not quite. There's a way we can make our militia actually better than the mercenary troops. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, Eichenhall is being taken. So what we want to do is we want to station ourselves at the center point of all of these. That way we have the best chance of getting to the bandit camps when they spawn next. Let's make sure we're not sprinting. Yeah, so they'll mosey on back there at their own pace. All right, Forger Hut is not yet ready to... Okay, come on, berries. All right, we got... So I'm actually going to pull this person... No, I'm not. The food. Yeah, our food stocks are really, really low still. We're just waiting for the berries. There you go. Berries popped. So 40 out of 64. We'll have plenty of food. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this person off the hunting camp, this person off of the woodcutter's lodge, and I'm going to put 2 people in, 1 in the storehouse, 1 in the granary. We need to clear all these out. So like this guy's been wasting, especially when it rains, you'll still collect stuff and you'll go over your generic storage limit, and then it just gets destroyed by the rain. So it's kind of a wasted efficiency to allow them to do that. Stonecutter camp. What do we need to build actually? I'm just trying to think. Somebody gave me the tip yesterday that we can block the storehouse from taking stone and planks. So if there's anything down here that we need to build with stone, it's better to do it now before we put it in the storehouse. So I'm trying to think what else we need. I think the only other building that needs stone is the clay furnace. Everything else doesn't really need it. And then obviously if we need more granary, but we're going to deal with just the one. And when we build another granary, it's going to be up here anyway, so that should be fine. Now we're at 50% approval even. That's perfect. So we will be getting positive immigration, which means we need to start building more houses, because this one will fill up pretty quickly. And we want to make sure that we're not shorting ourselves. Yeah, we never want to have a positive approval and then not have space for people to move in. So it'll be pretty bad. We'll probably start building around the church. And then what I'm thinking is, this, like I said, this will be our industry. So for sure, we're going to need... The brewer will probably go in their own territory. I don't think we'll have them as part of this. But we are going to need at least, I'm thinking 1 cobbler, 1 tailor, 1 blacksmith. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 6 here. So we have a spare slot, actually, which is okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking this through. Yeah, we're not going to be using the Fletcher. Unfortunately, archers are just not... they just don't work right now. Yeah, I think that's good. I think this is fine. So the rest of the housing that we need to do is going to be duplexes. And the reason we want to do duplexes is because apparently, this is something Tacticat had in one of some of his testing videos. He found out that they will produce based on how many families they have, even in the other extension. So it's not the size of the plot, it's just how many families you can fit. So like for a duplex, we want to make this as small as possible, about right there. So this duplex with extension will produce 2 eggs per month instead of 1 with 2 families in it. And you would think it's not that big of a deal. It's only 25 gold, but you know, each extension slot does cost money, and we have very few ways of making money. Basically just through generating wealth through higher tier burgage plots. So we're going to have to do that. So this is going to be a duplex there, and we'll build that. Wow, he went to immediately to Valdebrand. Well, that's okay. We still want to stay in the midpoint, and then we can hopefully access these two if a bandit camp shows up, or Nuslocha if we have to. Now, we don't need the storehouse and the granary full time. Yeah, the storehouse, we probably still need. The granary, we probably don't. So I'm going to pull the granary and put them on berries. We want to double up on the berries. That's going to be pretty important. Not only is it going to give us food variety approval, it's also going to allow us to upgrade when we need to, because they'll be getting our second food. And then we have access to water. Should probably build that. I will forget. The only problem is I don't know where we're going to be building all this other stuff, so I don't want to put it in a spot that we'll have to deconstruct it later. That's fine. We can wait on that. Yeah, the AI is super aggressive. As soon as that last territory gets claimed, we'll wait maybe a month or two, and then we'll start claiming it. The extension for that. So now we have housing for 3. So like I said, we can add these somewhat slowly. Now we should probably relocate this woodcutter's lodge. I think that would be a good choice here. Let's just throw it on the main road. But it doesn't really have to be too close. I don't want it too far from the storehouse. These guys usually produce way more than we need in the early game, so I think having them kind of far away from the storehouse doesn't make sense. I'd rather them work farther from the trees and have the efficiency with the storehouse worker rather than the woodcutter lodge guy. There we go. There's our stone cutter. There's only 34 stone left, so we could probably just mine the rest of that. I do want to upgrade the storehouse though, so let's throw somebody on. Let's switch this guy to the saw pit. So we'll upgrade our storehouse. The granary doesn't need to be upgraded for a long time. There's no way we get that much food in a short period of time. Now, there's nobody in this. So what I'm going to do is let's raise our hunting limit back up to 10. And I'm going to move the hunting camp right up here. There we go. So the duplex is done. So again, we should be getting another family moving in here any minute. Now, we are going to want to relocate the clothing and the food stalls. But the problem is we don't really have good weather for it. As soon as we deconstruct this or we relocate stalls, these things are just gonna, the goods will get damaged. So we'll wait for the clear weather. We can pull this guy off the storehouse, this guy off the granary. Let's put somebody back on hunting camp. You know, we could put another forager. It's never a bad idea to get all the berries you can early on because, you know, you're not gonna be able to get it during the winter time. So why don't we do that? Actually, they can't even harvest fast enough. We need our granary worker to keep pulling stuff out. So let's leave him there. And then we have enough planks to upgrade that, so let's do that. We're going to need planks pretty soon, so let's make sure we have enough planks to upgrade these without having to rebuild this stuff. So we need 4, 5, 5, 4, 5. So I think if we just get a stockpile like 15 or 20, that should be more than enough for a long time. And then we won't need planks until we start producing shields. And then what I should probably do is direct this guy to cut logs. Yeah, probably down here where we're going to be building farms. Because that's just going to get wiped out when we build a plot right over it. So let's limit his work area. We're in a good enough spot where we can do that. So let's limit his work area to right here. We'll clear the rest of that out. Woodcutter's Lodge is up. We have 7 months of fuel. We don't need to put him back on. And as long as we have somebody in the storehouse, he'll continue to stock this. We should be all right. How's our food? Yeah, it's always a struggle between the forager hut, them picking it too fast and filling up the pantry, and then your granary worker being able to get the carts over there to empty them out fast enough. Luckily, these are pretty close to each other, so it's not that big of a deal. But typically, what I was going to say, in this case, we got pretty lucky the berries are close to us. But if that's not the case, like let's say, for example, if these berries were up here by the clay deposit, what you would want to do is you'd want to build like a little forager hut complex. So let's say these were the berries. What I would usually recommend doing is throwing a street to get up there, and then just have a couple branches like this, and it looks like a work, looks like a work camp. So you basically just line it with this 1, 2, 3, 4. You do another street back here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another street back here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do it over here so I don't destroy the trees. I want to keep our forest in good shape. So you'd basically just be doing this right next to the berry plot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you would do that all over here. Usually, if you've got regular berries, you could probably get away with like 6 of these things and then still get the max. Maybe even more. Generally, what you want to do is put 1 worker per forager hut. So 1 worker is the most efficient way to run most buildings. So you just want to have multiple of the 1. And then the nice thing also is they have a pantry storage of 50 each. So your granary worker's not going to be able to get there in time. They have to travel all this way up to the road, grab it, and come back. But if you have your own, it's almost like creating your own granary storage up there, because you have 8 or 10 of these things and they all have 50 each. So if you have 10, you have 500 berries that you can pick. And then you have the entire, as soon as these things go dormant, you know, during the summer, and you kind of do it slowly over time. So it's definitely a more efficient way to do your berries. In this case, we got lucky. We don't have to do that. Well, I might eventually do maybe 2 forager huts, 2 or 3, and then we'll leave it at that. But we don't have to worry about the granary being able to keep up. In the previous episode, we completed the base infrastructure. We stabilized our approval and took 3 of the bandit camps. Ooh, nice. We got good weather. Let's finish the storehouse. Yeah, let's finish that first, and then we'll worry about what the next step is. So our food is in really good shape. I'm going to pull the granary worker here and put him on the tannery. I want to use the tannery as much as I can right now. We want to convert hides because we're going to deconstruct it, and then we'll build it again later when we start running low on leather again. But we don't need a tannery for a long time. Now we're also going to build, let's go ahead and get our marketplaces going. So granary is going to go here, another storehouse will go here. So we want to build our storehouse somewhere in the back, or our marketplace on the side, and make sure we don't take the storehouse space. Now we do have marketplace, so we want to move the firewood here, and then we want to move the clothing stall here. And then we need another one for the food. There's like a little corner here, we might be able to get one. Can we get 1 stall out of it? Yeah, we can get 1 stall, exactly. Perfect. We'll need more later, but for now, this should be plenty. There we go. And then always make sure you destroyed the marketplace that you were at before. So demolish that. And we aren't building anything, so what we can do is we can have somebody help with the storehouse. That worker that was... We showed a worker. Oh, yeah, because the tanner. All right, what do we have? We have 3 hides. We have plenty. We don't need to worry about it. Let's put another person on the storehouse. We also need 1 person on the granary so they can actually get the stuff off the floor. So let's do that. And how are we looking? Planks, 10. Let's get a couple more planks. I'm surprised we're not having positive immigration here. We must not be above 50 the whole month. For some reason, not enough fuel. Yeah, we're going to get some debuffs here, but you know what? They're actually not going to... Yeah, they're not going to do it. Sometimes it gets bugged. They're not actually going to go out and build it, so we just have to start them from scratch. Sometimes you're able to move stalls, and sometimes you're not. It's definitely a feature that needs a little bit of work, but when it works, it's actually really nice to have. There. Hopefully they build their own here. All right, so they should be building theirs. Nice. Clothing, firewood. That's exactly what we wanted. So that's perfect. These are gone. Okay, this is really good. They did that fast. Sometimes this is like the hardest part, and you got to be careful because the longer you have no food and fuel and clothing on the market, the more disapproval you'll get. So they got those up pretty fast. They just need to stock them, but that shouldn't be a problem. Let's start cleaning up some of this area. 20 planks is probably plenty. I'm going to pull this guy. And then we will, I normally don't recommend moving your logging camp too much, but in this case we are going to move it. So let's go ahead and deconstruct this one. Let's get rid of these roads. And then now we have all this space that we can use for something else. The stonecutter camp, you know what I might actually do is just have them mine the rest of it so we don't have to worry about it. It's kind of inefficient right now, but it probably isn't a bad idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the logging camp actually. Yeah, let's just leave these here. We'll move it later. I guess it's not that big of a deal. So what do we need to do now? Let's take a look at our priorities. We've got food and fuel. Berries are coming in nicely. We don't need 2 people in that. So obviously the main priority is getting more people in. That's going to be our biggest bottleneck moving forward. So the hardest thing to do is to get enough people to fill out your militia, because you're only getting 1 family a month between 50 and 74 approval, and then you're getting 2 families at 75 and above. So if we can get to plus 75 ASAP, that's going to be the best chance we have, because 1 per month is just not going to cut it. We're going to need more than that. So we need to upgrade our church. That's going to be a big boost. And the only thing that's stopping us there is going to be, we need the clay tiles. So why don't we get our clay? And this thing only has, well, it has 209, which is actually quite a bit. Yeah, that'll be a lot. We need 10 for this, and then everything else is going to go to tier 3 burgage plot upgrades, which we probably won't need for a while, but eventually we will. The other thing that we're going to need here is the clay furnace. So we can build that somewhat close to this. It doesn't really make that big of a difference. Yeah, this isn't one of those buildings that needs to be really efficiently placed. You know what we could do though? We could, it's going to be forever. I was going to say we could technically build the furnace up here and just do everything and then bring back only the clay tiles when they're done. But the problem with that is we have to transport 2 more logs and then 5 stone up here, and that's really bad. Transporting 1 timber this distance is whatever, it's not a big deal. 2 timber and 5 stone is going to take forever, so I think what we'll do is let's just put it here. We can always deconstruct, like if something's not really working out efficiency-wise, we just destroy it. We get all the resources back, so it's really not that big of a deal. So we'll put it a little, actually, we'll probably want to have a farmhouse here. So let's just make sure we have enough room for maybe 2 of these. So something like this. And does that leave room for the clay furnace? Yeah, it does. And it doesn't block us from building our granary. Perfect. Okay, sweet. So we can delete these. All right, this needs to be the priority, so we'll set that at highest. We don't need 2 people building right now, for sure. So let's put 1 person back on the hunting camp. We need to get some meat going again. That'll help. We need the 2 food varieties, because that is also helping our approval. All right, not enough stuff on the marketplace. What is up with that? Let's let them clear. Put him back in. Hopefully he goes to restock the clothing stall. Yeah, we have the leather right here. He just doesn't want to put it in. Okay, so we need a second person. Why don't we change this guy? We'll have to micromanage him. That's fine. So we need to restock the clothing stall. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty frustrating. We're right on the cusp of getting immigration, but because we have these little -1s, it's just enough to stop us from getting another person. And we haven't seen a bandit cap in a while. I'm wondering what's going on. It's set to the max. All the settings are maxed, so they should be popping up pretty quick. All right, mining camp's done. Let's go ahead and put somebody in there. We can't make the tiles so we get the clay anyway, so let's just do that. So what I'm trying to do right now is juggle between what we need and what we have. So, for example, the food stall, we don't need somebody in there permanently. Clothing stall, we don't need somebody permanently. This one lasts for like a whole year. Firewood, that one drains fairly quickly. So we just need to move this guy back and forth from the large storehouse to the granary as soon as food starts getting eaten. Like in this case, he just ate the meat, so we're just have berries now. So as soon as we get more meat, yeah, I pulled him actually. Okay, it's not a big deal. So clay, we have 12 clay. That's probably all we need actually. We just need 10 for the upgrade. So let's switch that person back. And then what I'm also going to do is let's get the stone out of here. We'll finish harvesting all of that, and then we can deconstruct the stonecutter camp. We don't need it, and then we'll get our timber back for that. We'll clear that building out, and then we can start working on the next project. So I think we'll be able to get our approval up now. We should have positive immigration at this point. Oh, bandit camp. So we got to pause, get on this right away. So it's up here in the top of the map. We should be able to get there in time. Let's see where the AI sends their mercenaries from. Yeah, they're coming from the side. Oh, they used the big one. That sucks. Yeah, those guys are nice to hire. These guys are pretty close, but I think we can get there before them. At the very least, the AI is going to slow them down when they come out, so we shouldn't be having any issues there. Just need to focus on what we got going on here. We're going to flip 2 people to the granary because this forger hut's pretty much full, so we can't get anything else until that's cleared. That'll give us time to focus on up here anyways. Well, let's speed 5 this. Wait, what? A second bandit camp just showed up on the side here. That is bizarre. How did that happen? Alright, I'm going to sprint these guys. We're not going to get there in time, at least not for the influence, but we might be able to beat him if we sprint. Yeah, I think we can. It's going to be close. Just got it. Alright, we got it. Sweet. So we're going to take that. And then these still have bandits in them, so we're going to have to fight that. We'll get a little bit of influence for that at least. Let's pause here and take a look at what we're doing. Now, we can upgrade our church now. Yep, everything's done there. Let's actually just, once that roof tile's out, we'll destroy the clay furnace. But let's go ahead and put the church up for construction. This thing is fully empty, so let's pull another worker off to help build that church a little faster. How are we doing on everything else? Closed variety is fine, apparently. Oh, there is somebody in there now. We need to put one person in here so they can you restock that, please? So we just want him to put a piece of leather in this clothing stall. Oh, resources stolen by bandits. Lovely. That's fine. We'll end up getting all that back anyways, because we'll be the ones that take out the camp. Here we go. So all the stuff's out of that building. We can pull both the timber and the stone back. We'll rebuild it later when we start getting tier 3 burgage plots. But for now, I just want to get it out of the way. And then we can recycle that timber for something else. So we got that. We still have room for 2 more families, so we don't need to worry about immigration issues for maybe another month or so. Probably need to start worrying about fuel soon. Yeah, clothing's max, so let's pull that worker off. Let's get 2 people in the stone church. And then we need to focus our attention up here, because if I mess this up, which I have done before, I got distracted building too many things. And then I had my retinue wiped out. Wait, these guys are going for the camp, or what are they doing? I can't tell. Alright, we do need the influence. Hopefully these guys get booted. No, they're coming back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was going to say they look like they were going to go for the bandit camp, but I don't think that's the case. So they are trying to take Baiao. So this is an interesting point. If we contest and win the battle, we actually get to keep the land. And that does 2 things. Number one, it slows them from expansion, and then they have to spend another 2,000 influence to take this land back in the future. So we could technically just keep fighting them for their lands, and that'll delay even further, as opposed to if we just let them take the land, let them take the land, let them take the land, and then at the end we still have money and we can use our mercenaries to help defend until we get our militia up. But then, you know, we're going to have to spend the money to hire mercenaries to defend either way. So why not just get a piece of land out of it? And then when they come to fight for this one, we don't even have to contest it. We just let them have it. And that'll delay it. It's the same money spent, right? We have to spend money on mercenaries either way. We might as well get some good out of it. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, they're going for it. I'm going to take this bandit camp. We'll back up a little bit, see where the battlefield is supposed to be. We got that. So we have 675 gold. That's quite a significant amount. I think it's worth it. Usually an army, you need about 200 gold worth of mercenaries to be able to defend 1 piece of land. So Zweiau is this one. We need to get out of Zweiau as fast as possible because I do not want the little battle circle to spawn right on top of us and have them think that we're actually going to be fighting. But not with a single retinue guy. So church is being worked on. Let's see, stone. Oh, we had a person in the stonecutter camp. I forgot about him. So let's demolish that. We'll probably end up moving this stuff too, actually. Let's get rid of the saw pit. We'll rebuild that somewhere. The logging camp we can rebuild as well. Yeah, we don't need it. Let's just get rid of it. And I think what we'll end up doing is moving the logging camp to this side. Because there's a lot of wood we want to clear out here so we can build here and then farm down here. So this is going to be a really important area to clear out. And it's efficient if we mine it. The reason I want to move the logging camp out is because I want to build farming stuff down here. And I think we're going to do that very soon. So 3 people building, that should be plenty. Let's speed it up a little. Yeah, we probably don't need this person on the granary, actually. Let's get another person helping to build and transport stuff because this thing takes forever. Okay, so Zweiau. We are all the way out of the way. We can definitely contest this. And what I'm going to do, let's see what mercenaries we can hire. Oh, yeah, green caps and crazy geese. Let's hire both of them. I'm going to get them moving towards the battlefield already. Yeah, see, look, if we contested it right now, they would spawn right here and we would have to fight immediately. They'd be fighting half of our troops, which would be terrible. So let's get these guys sprinting to get out of the way. And then we're going to resolve the claim. So they want us to fight. Yeah, exactly what I thought. See, they would have spawned right on top of us, which would have been really stupid. Now, these guys are going to need to sprint. I don't think they're going to be able to make it in time if we don't, unfortunately. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. All right, how are we doing here on the church? Church is done. So before this battle starts, let's get some people assigned to some things. Let's just get as many berries as we can, I think. Let's do that. And then I'd like to get somebody in the logging camp once that's done. Although we don't really need it. We got 10 timber still. We do need to get another house up. So let's get this one going. And then we can focus on our battle. There we go. So another duplex will be going up there. Yeah, we still have 2 empty spaces there anyways, but I'd rather have a little extra. Yeah, this is really unfortunate. I guess I could have waited a little bit longer. These guys are going to be completely drained by the time we get to the battlefield. So stupid. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bum rush these archers, and they're going to run, so that's fine. Let's just leave them alone. Okay, these guys can stop sprinting. Hopefully they can catch their breath. And, oh, these archers are way out of position. No, they're going to be skirmishing, so let's just ignore them. Oh, actually the battlefield is moving back. So we can have these guys just sit still for a while. They'll get some of their stamina back. It's not going to be much, but it's better than not having stamina. All right, we are getting some people moving in, it looks like. Yeah, one person moved into the duplex. This one's already done. Jeez. So let's get one person working here. We need to set the work area. I don't want him cutting anything up here on the other side of the road, basically. So we're just going to set his work area right in here. The other thing we should probably do, well, first thing we need to move this. So let's relocate, get the hitching post out of the way. And then I'd like to start working on some farms. I think it'd be a good idea, but can't really do that yet anyways. Let's put one person back on the woodcutters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him very finely go through here and take that stuff out that's on this side so we don't waste it when we build. But then our hunt, yeah, we can go on a little bit this side of the tree and we'll leave these alone. So that's another person. We have one worker. I guess we can just put them in the log camp. Let's just get a few extra logs and then we can focus on our fight here. The unfortunate thing is we have two sets of archers. They're not very good. Let's see what the topography is here. Are we even on a hill? Oh, the hill's right there. Shoot, so we need to actually meet them. We need to move up and block them from taking the high ground. Yeah, the archers can delay because they do little mini stun lock. We're going to countercharge there. There we go, there and there. These guys need to help. So they're going to sandwich in these retinue. And then what we're going to do with the archers, like I said, they're so terrible. We're just going to use them to... They'll be more melee combatants. So we're just going to march them straight in. So that we can completely surround these guys. Ooh, and our retinue. Shoot. That could have been bad. Yeah, these guys just ran right by him. That's fine. There we go. Archers get in there. Archers get in there. And then basically they're just going to be providing flanking force so that we can get their morale down. But they're not really providing a whole lot of useful work. These guys should be fine. I should have put them more on a flank. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. We can get a retinue in there too. Yeah, luckily they're playing this pretty passively. These guys aren't really rushing in when they probably should. These guys are just about done. Yeah, the morale is all the way down. Stand your ground. So they're on their last legs. Oh, one of them broke. Get the other one. And they look like they want to charge after our retinue again. We don't want that. Actually, let's just immediately get them. Yeah, we need to go attack these guys. They're going to just keep running backwards, which is... There's not much we can do about it. Okay, so that battle's pretty much won. What we'll end up doing is just chasing this guy out of the circle. And then once he retreats, then we'll just, by default, we'll just win. There we go. They're done. And what I'm going to do is send the retinue back to the center. And then we'll leave these group of 13 here in the middle so that we don't accidentally abandon the circle. And everybody else can go charge. They can't catch them. But like I said, they'll get forced out of the circle pretty soon. Oh, they're going to destroy our guys because, yeah. So they ran far enough back and now they're not in range. That's cool. All right, whatever. All right, we got the victory. That's all we really care about. And we can cut these guys loose. We still have 15 days though, actually. Maybe we'll keep them in case maybe another bandit group will show up. But we will have to watch it very closely. We'll keep an eye on Heimer. I doubt we'll be able to use them. We just took out bandits, so they probably won't spawn for another couple months. So that actually gives us, like I said, because we won that battle, we would have to fight that exact army anyways if they attacked us. But at least in this case, we get to keep the land. So now they have to spend 2,000 influence to take this. If they attack this, we'll defend it again. They spend 2,000 influence to defend that. And here, and then so on and so forth. So we should be in pretty good shape. All right, the berries are done for the season. So let's pull that person off. Let's put one in the granary. Everybody else can help build. We got to finish this duplex. Now, as I mentioned, I do want to start farming. And I think we should probably do it before, let's see, we're in what, July, June, July. So we got August, September, October, November. We still have a few months to plant and grow. It's going to take us a little bit to get the farmhouse up. This little supply is really in the way though. Hopefully, can you pick that up next? Yeah, thank you. I love it when they listen. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is putting a farmhouse somewhere around here. We'll still have room on this side. We'll still have room on this side. So something like maybe right here. I think that'd be good. Yeah, so we'll still have room in this area for some production. So we'll build the farmhouse. That's going to be the highest priority. Or we're not going to harvest ale yet. I think we need to get another food source up. So let's go windmill. And I don't really know where I'm going to put these. So I'm just going to put them down for now right here. And then we'll move them later. I don't think this is going to be the final spot. This is probably not a good idea, actually. But for now, it'll work. All right, green caps. So those mercenaries are coming back into the pool. Oh, apparently not. Still have the crappy ones. And as soon as that's done, Let's start working on our plots. Actually, let's do it right now. So these don't have to be the final plots. The thing that's nice about farming is these fields don't take any construction time or resources. Actually, it's pretty nice that you don't have to do any of that. So what I'm going to do is just do a blocker. Just block this area off. There's some logs there. I don't want to accidentally delete them. I don't know if that will get deleted or not. So we'll build, we can get one plot right here. Half a Morgan, that's fine. And we'll do another half a Morgan over here. Maybe a third one. I don't know how much we'll be able to do in this first year because we don't really have a whole lot of labor to spare. So those three should be fine. So at least one worker in there. We should probably do the heavy plow upgrade too, actually. That's going to be our first... Yeah, that'll be our first one. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's get... I think we'll probably do 2 wheat and 1 flax. Let's make sure we get the wheat first. We'll have these 2 being the priority. We can't use this one ox that we have. We only have 1 and we need to be able to build all these things. We'll probably micro him later. Alright, they actually came in to fight. Alright, they broke. We've only got 1 group left here. This is pretty much done. We gotta get these retinue out though. They're really put a lot of damage in. There we go. So those guys are done. Let's just focus on over here. The archers are gonna just be more of a nuisance than anything else. So let's just take them out. We do have 2 archers that can skirmish with these guys. And we can send the melee troops on the flank while they're exchanging shots. Why don't we do that? Now, the berries have gone to seasonal. We have plenty of time to pick the rest. We don't need to have 3 people on there and drain it down to 0. We'll pull 1, put them on granary. We'll leave 1 available to build. Yeah, we need to build the rest of that duplex. And then we need to clean up some of this area and start working on our first farms. So as far as fighting goes, these guys are going to just exchange arrows. That's fine. And then we're going to have both of these melee groups have 2 sets going around the flanks. And then our retinue will just go back to the center. Right, so we should be able to... Oh, bandit camp. Wow, that was interesting. Right in the middle of a fight. Well, what I'm going to do is peel off some of these guys then. We got 17 days to use them. Let's just take out the bandit camp. Enemy spotted. They may make us fight that, actually. Where are they coming in at? Oh, never mind. Alright, we took out the archer. Alright, there we go. So we got Tvial. We can have everybody come up here. We don't have to worry about fighting the... If he spawns mercenaries, that's fine. We can fight him again. But we went to peace, so we won't actually have to fight him now. So we'll focus up here. Still clearing some logs, it looks like. Let's just focus up here, get this done, so I can pay attention to one thing at a time. There you go, we got it. And that will pretty much pay ourselves back for some of the mercenary costs. Now, I'm going to immediately disband these guys, because I always forget. There's really nothing that we would expect to get back from them anyways, because there's a pretty big delay between when they spawn. It's like several months, 6 months or something. So it doesn't really make sense to hang on to them. There's 2 more pieces of land we could fight for. We could technically claim them both if we didn't want to have to deal with the AI. Or we could save our influence and use it to claim their land when we're ready. Obviously, we're pretty far off from that, but we could do that. We could also start a second town. I don't think it's worth it, though. I think it's better to save the money for what we need when it comes to defense. Like, what are we going to pull from here? Food? Like, we have plenty of food here. Yeah, we have everything we need in this one area. I guess you could technically, if you really wanted to, you could rush like this. If you didn't get a rich iron deposit land or rich soil, you could technically rush and then pay for, you know, you can get whatever you're missing. That's actually not a bad idea. Second town, you'd have to deal with the hitching posts and trading between your settlements. That's kind of a pain in the butt. But you could technically do it. Alright, either way, we will worry about all that later. Let's focus on cleaning this area up. We gotta get these logs out of the way so we can actually build in here. And this is where our farming plots are gonna go. There we go. So that looks pretty good. Let's pull 1 person from the large warehouse. Yeah, I think we kind of know where not to build at this point. I don't need to do any blockers. So let's go ahead and put our farmhouse. Well, let's put our plots down first. We'll want to have at least 1 right here. So like a half a Morgan should be fine. Just a couple of squares. There we go. So that should be fine. We'll get our farming house down somewhere over here. We'll leave enough room so that we can build some, maybe some production building on either side. You know what we probably should do? Shoot. See, if we do it sideways, then we can have other production here. I don't really know what the best way to do this is. We can always reorganize it during the winter months when we have nothing else to do anyways. It's probably not that big of a deal. I'm most likely going to be redoing a lot of this. Yeah, we'll probably be redoing a lot of this anyway. So how big is the windmill? This thing is freaking huge. All right, so that's not going to work. What I was going to say is we could do, so if you do a windmill there, we could probably fit, here, let's map it out. We need enough space for the road to squeeze through. So why don't we do that? Yeah, that looks reasonable. I mean, there's some wasted space in here, but like I said, we'll probably end up redoing a lot of this anyways. I just need to get the stuff down. And I'm going to make this the priority. There. Farmhouse needs to be the priority. These other ones can wait. We won't be able to use them until next year anyways. There we go. Forager hut is done. So we'll get a couple more people working, and then we can start plowing. Now, one thing we are going to want to do, in terms of perks go, we're not taking anything on the left or the right. Yeah, none of these really make sense. Up here makes a lot of sense. Apple orchardry, that's going to be really good. Heavy plow is going to be really good. We're going to need armor making for sure as well, but we won't need that for a little while. We're going to need to get our industry up and get some troops. So I think heavy plow is probably the one that makes the most sense. But we can't really use the heavy plow right now anyways. We need it to build. Well, technically... yeah, technically we could actually. Yeah, because we don't need these buildings right now. And how close are we? Yeah, we're not capped out on capacity for families, so we're good there. Yeah, we can deal with these buildings later. Let's get 2 people farming. I'm going to want to have at least 1 flax. 48. This one's got the highest flax. We'll throw that. We're not doing barley yet because we don't really have a need for it. The problem with barley is you need to have a brewery, and we can't even afford one, so that doesn't really make sense. But very soon we're going to need to have something. I think the first one that we do is probably going to be the cobbler. Oh no, it's going to have to be the joiner's workshop. That's right. We need a steady source of a second food type. Meat's just not going to cut it. That's not a reliable source. It will help when it comes to getting hides and stuff, so we'll use it for that. But we're going to be doing berries and bread. Those will be our 2 staples, and then eventually we'll get to probably eggs next, since it's only going to cost 15, and then we'll figure it out after that. But let's see. Hopefully we see the ox coming out here and plowing. Yeah, go do your thing, ox. So we should be able to get all 3 of these fields planted. August, September, November. Yeah, we should be able to get them planted in time. Let's put another person out here on the fields. Yeah, the nice thing about this upgrade is you can micromanage it. So you don't have to have the livestock there all the time. You can turn it on and off as you need. So like in this early game when you just don't have any ox, we've got 1 ox. We don't have money to hire anybody else. So he's pretty much done. And we can turn him off. He'll go back to building stuff. There you go. So I was going to say, I think we broke our ox, but looks like he's all right. So these 3 are done. We could, shoot, we could probably fit more. Yeah, we blew through those fields pretty quickly. We're just going to stack up the wheat. It's better to have way more food than you need. So we'll let them start working on that. The ox can work on the communal oven. That's fine. These will be done soon. Let's get the ox back on farming duty, please. There we go. Our windmill's done. Communal oven's done. These will be ready for next year because I think maybe in March or April we should be good to go. So we'll put a 3rd person on the farmhouse. What are we doing elsewhere? Probably don't need 2 people on the logging camp. We have plenty of timber. Oh, September. So are they going to stop? No, they'll still work. You got to be careful with September because they could start harvesting your crops even though you don't want them to. And I've noticed sometimes the ox does actually come in and help. I don't know what the difference is. Usually the ox does not do anything. We'll take him back off. Usually the ox doesn't help. Or when the ox touches the field, everybody else has to get off. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know what these people are doing. Going home. You have to go seed the field, man. Oh, it's because it's September. Yeah, they don't want to do it during... I guess they will plow or finish plowing, but they will not seed during September, which is really stupid. Yeah, the automated system in this game needs a little bit of tweaking for sure. So what else could we have these people do in the meantime? We need to do... Jeez, man, we have so many things we need to do, actually. So we're going to need industry. As soon as that flax comes out, we're going to need to turn it into linen. And what I'm thinking about doing is just putting it back here. Like I said, we can move all this stuff later if we need to. So we can work on building that. We can stock up on firewood for the winter, so we can put a few extra people in there. Or you know what is even better? Is just to build a second woodcutter. Yeah, let's build a second woodcutter. Put it a little further down here. We want to take out some of this area so we can build more housing around the church. We also need to have a well somewhere. And we're going to want to have more than 1 well. Yeah, it's always a good idea to have it kind of thrown all over the place so that wherever they are, they can go get water quickly. Not so much for the fire, that's not a big deal. But it's pretty inefficient if you have only 1 well and they have to walk across the map to get to it. We can put one person back on the hunting camp. There's a little bit of meat there to be had. You know what we could probably also do is get our tannery. Yeah, we took that down a while ago. Let's build it again, and then we can have somebody convert. We got a few hides sitting around. And then as soon as October rolls around, we need all these people to go back out and plant seeds. Yeah, it sucks we lose growth for 1 month, but what can you do? There you go, back on the farmhouse. And because we're planting them in October, they should be able to survive the winter. If you just barely finish seeding right when it turns winter, the crop has a pretty good chance of dying, I've noticed. I'm assuming that's what it is. So we're going to get 170. We'll have about 170. That turns into about 340 bread. That's going to be a lot of bread. So that'll fund us through our expansion phase, because we're going to be hopefully picking up a lot of peasants pretty quickly here. Oh shoot, is this maxed? Oh crap, it's maxed. We need to get a house immediately. There you go. These 2 duplexes should work. All right, everything's seeded. Let's get everybody out of the farm and then out working. We can spend some time stocking up on firewood. So generally what I like to do is I like to overproduce in certain industries depending on the season, because if we overproduce during the winter time, we overproduce wood, then we can focus everybody off of wood and onto food during the summer and, you know, the other seasons. Same thing with certain production cycles. You can do production. Please get that house up right now so we don't miss our immigration tick. That would be really bad. There we go. So we got room for one person to move in there. Yeah, so obviously farming is just going to be basically any time except for winter. And then winter is specifically going to be for spamming a bunch of wood and whatever else we need to stock up on. Yeah, you can see we had like 27 months before. Now we're down to 15 because we got a lot of people moving in. So you can't exactly just rely on that if you're expanding your population quickly. In the previous episode, we took 3 more bandit camps from the AI, won a battle for the 2nd territory, and began farming. Now, one thing we could do... Oh, not the duplex, though. I would rather upgrade the duplexes. No, that's not accurate. Yeah, I want to get one of these guys to do it, because we need the artisans. We need to get a joiner workshop. That'll allow us to get some money, and then from there we can get the cobbler. I don't know if the cobbler's worth it, though. Shoot, man. Because we can get the same thing with a tailor. We'll have linen and then dyes. We can convert berries into dyes. That'll allow us to get some clothing. Yeah, I think maybe we'll skip the cobbler, because that's expensive, man. But I mean, it's not, but it is when you have no income. Okay, so as soon as one of these houses is ready to go, we'll upgrade it. The other thing, we are going to need planks soon, so why don't we build a saw pit here. All right, now this guy probably needs to be moved, his work area. Let's clear out this, make sure we're not getting any shrubs. And then I would like him to clear out down here now. This area is clear. Let's start working down here. We'll give him a small targeted area first, and then we'll expand it down here as we need it. Now, in the near future, we'll probably destroy these farms and redo it. We need to get a little road that goes straight through so we can get to the iron deposit. As of right now, we'd have to go all the way around, and I don't want to do that, so we'll cut through, but we'll wait till we harvest. There we go. So we'll stock up on firewood for the winter, and then, like I said, we can pull everybody off. Now, 32 linen, that's a lot, actually. Yeah, that'll last us for several years, I think. 18 families. Yeah, 2 years. And then we can switch one of these, can do another flax. Let's go ahead and burn through all of our leather. We are starting to use up some of that. Alright, we are getting raided, which means there's probably a bandit camp as well. They usually spawn in pairs for the first one. Although, maybe not. Now, the raid is coming from where? Ooh, Nuslocha, that's close. That's not good. Hopefully we can hire somebody close by. Nuslocha? Yeah, we can hire these guys, actually. They'll spawn in the same region. Oh, nice. They're actually going to go right for our mercenaries. That's perfect. These guys can sit still. That's fine. You can hang tight. Yeah, it sucks wasting money on these, but there's not much we can do about it. I'd like to get our militia up as soon as we can, and they will be able to handle mercenaries. All right, so they'll handle that. No bandits on this one, unfortunately. That's kind of weird. That other bandit camp that spawned up here right in the middle of our fight, that was a weird one too. So maybe that's what this one was supposed to have, but that's not a big deal. We've got 571 gold still. We should have plenty. All right, the raiders are done. They're dealt with. And, oh, they're taking Nuslocha. Now, we already hired these guys, and they still have 29 days, so we could probably just recycle them. Who else can we get? Let's get everybody. They can have the local thugs if they really want. Let's get everybody here as soon as we can, and then we will fight for that claim. Oh, these guys are at the other end of the map. That's really bad. All right, new families are moving in. Yeah, good thing we built that when we did. Let's go ahead and get some planks going. We only have 10. We're going to need a lot. We're going to be building shields and all that stuff, so we'll probably get a few more of these. And we are done converting leather, so we can pull him off. We don't want the woodcutter to be running the stall, so we're just going to force him to go to a different... We forced him to change his job. So now we have both of the stalls over here, so that should be better. We need to continue working our housing, and I think we can probably build the housing over here. This would be a decent spot for it. Yeah, I'd like to keep most of this open for more production. These will probably get relocated at some point, I think, but I think for now, let's just get the housing down. We'll be way ahead of the curve. We'll wait to the last second to claim, or to fight the claim. Actually, we need to do that right now. Oh, nice. They want to fight over here. That's actually pretty good. So then we can move back. So one thing we're going to need to pay attention to here is the archers. We only have 17 days left. Luckily, they're spawning right away and they're not messing around. We need to take out the archers really quickly, because the problem is if we have to chase them, we might have to pay a second month for these mercenaries, and that's just not something that we want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go fight at the edge of the circle. We'll make sure that they can't even get in. We're building up a nice little nest egg of fuel, of firewood. So 23 months. Like I said, we're going to need to pull people off, put them back on berries, and then a few back on harvesting. Okay, let's pay attention. I think this place is probably good. What is our one builder doing? He's not doing anything, so let's just put him on the logging camp. Right? Oh no, we need him to build the duplex. Here we go. Oh, we have a lot of archers. Holy crap, we have 4 archers. Oh, shoot, man. 6 days. We're gonna have to pay him twice. I don't think there's really any way around it. Let's see if we can finish this battle really quickly. I don't think it's gonna work, though. So we're just gonna bum rush. We're gonna force all these guys in there. Just gonna try and get as many numbers in there as we can, as quickly as we can, and then hopefully cause enough morale loss. Yeah, we're taking out the retinue, actually. Wow. Like I said, those archers are going to be the ones that cause us to spend a second day, I have a feeling. Alright, they're broken, Pretty much everybody's broken. I'm going to focus on these archers then. Yeah, let's get these archers as fast as possible. And I think we're going to use both of our melee groups. No, we need to help. Yeah, let's just do that. It's fine. If we can chase them out of the circle, I think we will be... Well, it keeps moving though. Kind of a stupid mechanic. Okay, broken. Yeah, for sure we can get a second group over here. Let's just get all these guys, taking them out. There we go. You need to go help with the archers. And they're just going to run. They're just going to be cowards. All right, they broke. That's everybody. Oh, that did we break? One of ours broke, actually. Interesting. So one of our archer groups broke. Doesn't matter. Go. What are you doing? Don't stop. Don't stop, please. Please go fight them. This is so stupid, man. I'm just going to order them to move past. And hopefully they do that. Still only 6 days, so I don't know if it paused or something. But it looks like we're going to be okay. Assuming we can either push these guys out of the circle or we can finish this fight. Yeah, this was really engaging gameplay right here. So they should immediately lose when they leave the circle. Yeah, we got 5 days left. There's no way there's no way we need these guys in another month. Nice, we got it. Alright, I'm going to immediately fire everybody. Right, let's just slow down for 1 second. Make sure we don't need them for anything else. Right, there's no bandit camps. We got the land. Yeah, we're good. All right, we got it. So that's another piece of land in our name. We still have enough money for maybe 2 more defenses. So we can defend this land when they try and take it. And then when they try and take whatever land they try to attack that's ours personally, we can defend it 1 more time. And then by that time, if we don't have our militia up, there's not a whole lot for people to do in the meantime. I mean, we're kind of just waiting for this to go. You know what we could do is we could build... I say we could build a little bit more infrastructure, but I think we got most everything covered. Probably a dyer's workshop would be good. We will need that at some point. Why don't we build that right here? You know, this thing's starting to turn into a little bit of a mess. And I keep saying, oh, we'll just rebuild it. And now I'm thinking I'm probably not going to rebuild it. The amount of effort and pain we'll have to go through just to rebuild it is probably not worth it. But we'll see. All right, so we got somebody working on that. Let's put 1 more on the log. Oh, we can't even put somebody on the logging camp. We're pretty much full. And there's only 1 more piece of land. I was thinking about this while I was feeding my kids today. I think maybe we could claim this region, and that'll cost us 1,000, or we could just let it slide. And then as soon as they come to attack, we can fight them again, and then we'll get another one. And like I said, if we don't, we're going to have to fight him anyways. And then if we do that, he's spinning influence, but we're getting the region from it. And then it'll take him quite a while to get another 1,000 influence to try and attack us. And hopefully by that time, we'll have gotten a little bit of our militia online. We don't need a full group because we can supplement with the mercenary groups. So like, let's say if we had 3 groups of spears or 2 groups of spears, we would only need to hire one of these guys, and that would basically extend the amount of money that we have, or the length that it'll last by 2, by a factor of 2. So that's probably not a bad thing. Let's just put one more person on the woodcutter. Might as well. You know what I should check? See where... So our barley is over here. I just don't really think we're going to have an issue farming just this area for our entire town. So I don't know if it really makes sense to reserve this. And even if we don't, we can always just build more farms up there. We can kick these animals out, farm there, and then just build around the berries so we don't accidentally destroy those. That could be an option. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just let it run. So, but either way, if a bandit shows up, they're going to show up in this top one. So we'll go up there. Hopefully we can make a little bit more money before that cuts off, because we have no way making money at this point once that last region is claimed. Now, some of these crops are pretty close to being full. This one's at 37 out of 40. I don't think you can harvest it in wintertime, though. I don't know that I've ever tried early harvest for winter, but... So we got our dyer's workshop up. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm going to run this. I guess this will just be industry right down here. Probably do another storage or something if we really need it. We need a way to get back there. Don't know if it makes sense to cut it straight across. Yeah, I could always rebuild it later. It's really not that big of a deal. And then what I'll probably do is relocate this. Yeah, we'll probably end up building farms right here, though. You know what I'll most likely end up doing is creating another logging camp. Yeah, whatever. Let's just get it out of the way. We'll move it later. I'll probably create another logging camp over here, and then just use that as extra storage. All right, we're in January, 1 more month. Well, no, 2 more months. It will be good. We got more people moving in. We still have supplies. We're good there. I think we just bide our time here until winter's done. I'm going to try something. If I put somebody in here and then we do forced early harvest, what does that look like? Yeah, they don't do anything, so you definitely cannot harvest during the winter time, it looks like. You know, one thing we should probably do now that it's... Yeah, there's not a whole lot to do. We should probably be expanding our infrastructure, particularly the housing. Now, I don't think we need a whole lot of industry right here. This can probably be mostly housing. So I'm going to build maybe a small row. How many can we get in here? We can get 2 right there. We probably can get 1 more right here. Let's see if we can get another duplex. Yeah, we can. Now, I'm not really connecting these guys to the road, mostly because we're not going to be getting upgrades for them for a very long time. We're not going to have money to be spending 25 gold for 1 egg in a month or 2 eggs a month. So that's probably not going to be too helpful. February, we're not quite to 75 for the whole month, so we're still going to be stuck with 1 family a month, which is fine for now. I think this will be good. And then we'll get these guys online soon. Our wood is looking really strong. We're not going to have to deal with firewood for a long time. And then, like I said, we can just take everybody off wood, focus solely on farming. Reason our berries are not making it to a lot of these houses. I know we're opening up new houses right here, and they will get priority over that. We should have enough. All right, it's March. We need to start pulling people off. Let's pull everybody off the wood. We need to put enough people in the forger hut to take advantage of that. But we also need a couple people harvesting. So I think what we'll do, we can get 4 on there, put 3 on here, and we'll do an early harvest this wheat. And this wheat is ready. They're not at 100% crop growth, but they are at 100% if you look at the actual ratio of what they're trying to grow to. So if we were to leave these alone, they would just continue to eat into the fertility. You wouldn't get any extra benefit out of it. And let's go ahead and upgrade these duplexes as well. Make sure we can get a bunch of people in here because that one's already full. We need to keep that open. And then we're going to need to get a lot of food, which is fine. We're about to get it right now anyways. All right, this one is now ready as well. There we go. Everybody's here. All right, and now this thing is all done with the work area. So what we'll probably end up doing, we have room to build right here, but we'll probably end up using the farming space first before we use the other area. So why don't we clear a path down here towards the iron? We are going to need that fairly soon, which that means we probably need to clear these fields out and then redo them. There we go. So we are getting berries. All right, how are these doing? This one's still short by 2. We'll leave them alone. We need to make sure those get the full harvest. This one's almost done too, but that'll allow them time to convert the wheat into grain. They'll thresh. And then what I'll probably end up doing is, let's take 1 person off, put them on the weaver, 1 person off, put them on the windmill. How are we doing here? These are all upgraded. Yeah, they're all duplexes, so we're good there. And again, I just want to make sure this seasonal deposit is not getting close to its max. So we pick it as soon as we can. As soon as it pops up, we pick it. Now, that is a problem, though. So we need another harvester hut. So I'm going to go do that right now. I'm gonna build it like this. I don't know how many we're gonna end up needing. I think we just do maybe one at a time for now. We can start making bread. And there we have it. We are starting to get linen in, so that's going to help. That'll increase our approval because we have multiple types of the clothing. So anything we can do to increase our approval rating is always a good thing. All right, this is pretty much done. We can start harvesting again. Why don't we force early harvest? We'll grab this field first. This one is just about there, but not quite. And this forger hut should be built next. And I'm going to pull people off, but let's put these two back on. Yeah, so this one's completely full. Actually, let's just put them both on here. So there's 3 on there still. Yeah, see, look, it's starting to grow. We don't want it to ever reach the max because that means we'll be losing out on efficiency for that year's berry harvest. Not really a good thing. But on the bright side, we can start upgrading people now. And I think we should do at least one. We're going to want to have at least one going. Primarily because we need to get money going so we can get the real ones that we need money for. We don't want to get too many though. Actually, let's do 2. We don't want to get too many because then we're going to have a lot of approval loss when people don't get what they want. So we don't have ale, and we don't have 2 types of clothing for them. So that could cause them to be pretty upset. Okay, how are we looking on food then? So this food stall does have bread. So we're good. Yeah, we are very good. We don't have anything being built right now, so I don't think it really makes a whole lot of sense. Keep these guys off. Let's just max this out. There we go. This one's maxed. Let's go ahead and force that one. And then, like I said, we'll probably destroy all these fields and just redo it. I want to get the road down there to the iron. And I put an extra person. You know what I did wrong. Yep, I did not disable these. I meant to turn all these off. Yeah, I don't like grain or flour coming up here because it's supposed to stay in this area and then just immediately go to the windmill and communal oven. It saves these guys the hassle of trying to do that. That's probably why they're not grabbing the berries, to be honest. Yeah, if we switch that, they should be going to the berries now. We got no work for this guy to do. Let's put him back on the farm. And I think this year we need to plant barley because we do need to get ale at least a little bit. We'll get some malt stocked up so we can get a little bit of a stockpile. Now we've got 2 people. Only 1 actually. Yeah, 1 person's upgraded fully. This one's getting worked on, sort of. There we go. Field's done. So let's go ahead and demolish all of these. Actually, let's let them pick up the supplies. I didn't realize they still had food on the field. Crap. Maybe we have to have it on a plot for it to work. Oh, and won't let us get it now. Yeah, we have to let the granary pick it up, which is a little silly. It should be able to just go straight to the farmhouse, but that's all right. I messed up anyways. And again, our berries are doing okay, but I see they keep getting completely stuffed. Let's juggle these guys back. So what I should probably do is let's just put 1 more in the granary. See if that helps. Now, for the next perk, I really don't know what to take here. It's probably going to be basic armor making, but I don't know. We don't need it yet. We don't have money for any of this stuff. We definitely don't need deep mining anytime soon. Yeah, I'm really not sure. It's okay. Let's wait for a little bit. Okay, so that's it for the berry farmers. And what I'll probably do is build a lot more of these forager huts. It's good to have a bunch because then you don't have to rely on the granary to keep your production up. So what we need to do is put the rest back on here. Now, in terms of roads, we're going to want a mining pit. You can build multiple mining pits if you really want. I don't think it's all that useful, though. You can't possibly sell all the stuff you make, even with just 1 mining pit, but usually you can fit like, well, before it was, you could fit several, like 4, but now I think they limited it. I think you can only put 2 on it now. And it looks like this is still all barley, so if we can get it as far south as we can and still have it work. So like this is about as far as we can go. There. And so that takes up as little farming space as we can. Yeah, it eats into a little bit of the barley, but that's fine. We can grow crops on top of the iron mine, apparently. So that'll be good for that. We need to get this road down. Probably go to the side. Yeah, like that. And then what we need to do is make some plots. Now, ideally, these plots are going to be about 1 Morgan. Something like that would work. This hitching post needs to go. It's completely in the way. We'll move it over a little bit. And then once those supplies are gone, we can redo it. So what we should probably do is plant some barley. I think we'll just do 1 field for now. Yeah, we're going to need a lot. We also need to make sure we have enough food. And we've got... Oh, we actually have a lot of food. Yeah, maybe we don't need the bread just yet. 18 linen. We're going to need more linen as well, actually. Why don't we do that? Let's go flax. 1 flax, 1 barley, 1 wheat. Since we're still in berry season, I'm going to go ahead and build a few more of these. 4 more. That should be fine for now. Berries are looking good. 316. We're going to need a few of them for the dyer's workshop too, so we do need to overproduce a little bit. Yeah, this berry is starting to catch up, so we do need to put more people on it, unfortunately. So we're getting a little bit of a debuff. Yeah, lack of entertainment, lack of clothing. So from just those two, though, we already got 4 wealth, so we're pretty close to being able to afford one of these. We could do the workshop right now, but it just doesn't really help us any. Here we go. So we got all 4 berries. They're all working. We need to try and get this thing down so it's not getting close to its max. Oh boy, this thing is just about full. I just realized it. So the granary is about to run out of space. We need to upgrade that. That puts us at 40 stone. We don't have a lot. All right, berries. Yeah, there we go. Getting it back down to 0. That's good. A couple times a month, you'll get a tick of berry growth, and then we draw it back down. There he goes. He's claiming the last region. So I still think the play is to defend it. We'll get ownership of that. We don't have to worry about bandits anymore other than just raiders. And then if they want to start taking our lands, we could either fight them or we could just let them do it and then save a little bit of treasury as a backup. Either option is valid, I think. We'll probably defend this, though. I think we'll keep him from expanding there. Now, berry deposits are seasonal. Yep, everything just ran out. So let's get everybody off. Everybody back on farming. I would like another farmhouse here. The unfortunate thing is it takes up so much space. There's not really going to be any room for industry over here. I'm just trying to think what we need here, though. What do we even need if we were to build something? So for sure, the brewer... You know, actually, we could make the brewery somewhere up here. Because if we have the malt, we can just run right across the street to grab it. So we could reserve this for industry. We could put more housing up here. Yeah, I think that'll work, actually. That's not a bad idea. So why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and get another farmhouse right here. That works. Now, why do we not have fuel? Firewood at 14. Yeah, I'm not sure why these guys aren't stocking it quick enough. Do I need another person in there, maybe? It says 14. Everybody should have firewood. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, there it goes. So it caught up. There's a little bit of a delay. It is July. These plants are, or these fields are, this one's still getting plowed. These two are pretty much done. This one's being seeded. So we should be done soon. I'll probably plant another one, though, and I think it's going to have to be barley. Really need to ramp up the production on that. So I'm going to make a field right here. Yeah, something like that probably makes sense. Here we go. Fully seeded. This one's fully seeded. Now we're working on another barley field. Probably can get more than just this one field. I think we can probably get, let's see, what do we, June, July, August, September. So we got 2 more months. I think we can get this field and then one more, but we'll see. We can definitely get it after September. There you go. The berries are mostly emptied into the granary. But we got way too many planks. 105. Let's pull this guy off. Luckily, we've been able to maintain the logging camp, though. We still have a ton of logs, a ton of timber. I think it's probably time to build another, maybe 1 or 2 logging camps. And we'll just place them out here a little bit. Make sure it's not going to take up any farms, though. Maybe we can just place it up here. Which is fine. We're not doing any trading, so we don't need the road to be cleared. So maybe 1 right there. And maybe 1 down there. That way we have reserves to pull from anywhere in our little town here. So it's not going to take forever for the ox. The 1 ox that we have. Poor thing. Alright, they're done with that. Yep. So we need to get more. So 1 wheat. I don't think we need a whole lot of wheat for a while. 6. Yeah, I think we go, let's see, 2 barley, 1 flax is probably enough as well. I think we need to get more barley. We'll just keep planting barley. I would rather have way too much than be short. Tree cutters have been doing a good job cleaning all this area out. What we'll probably want to do is build a forester hut in the near future. Probably not yet. There's still a decent amount for them to take out, but we'll probably want to have that set up soon. I think it makes sense. We've got spare people. Let's get somebody in a mining pit, and let's also get somebody in a bloomery. I think it's about that time. Yeah, let's get those 2 going. Right, this place is done being seeded. We could probably get 1 more. It's just kind of risky because if we have people in there on September, they might start cutting all the other things down. But why don't we do it anyways? And again, we're just going to keep spamming barley. And I might actually build a house specifically in this area just to do the brewery. These guys are kind of close, but we could even have... you know what? No, we just need to have these guys do it. That's what we need to do. Yeah, that's fine. Our approval is actually not that bad from all this lack of stuff, so I'm going to upgrade 1 more. Joiner's workshop. I don't know if we want to get this guy started yet. We're going to need a blacksmith. Yeah, we can do both of these, and then we could start fielding militia, which would be really nice. We need an armorer. If we're going to start fielding militia, we need them to have at least a decent amount of protection. It makes a huge difference. Yeah, I didn't think it would be that big of a difference, but it's actually pretty big. And then you could see the way they calculate your yield is based on the harvesting season. So it says it's going to harvest in September. Obviously, these are going to give you 0 if you harvest it in September because it hasn't grown yet. So don't look at the numbers until you get to September or past September. And then you'll have a real estimate of what your actual yield's going to be. Otherwise, just kind of ignore these numbers. Perfect timing. That should be 100% sown. Yep, we're good. Let's go ahead and pull everybody off. We can get a planting station there. Not like we have anybody that can do it anyways, but... Oh, yeah, the bloomery. We need to get somebody in the bloomery. Animals are coming back strong, so we'll throw somebody in the hunting camp again. Oh, you know what I did? I totally whiffed. I just realized I did not contest this land. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? I just totally forgot. Yeah, my kids they got sick pretty late last night, and I've been up. I don't want to say I've been up all night. It's been kind of a long day, long night. So that was a misplay, but it's all right. We'll figure it out. So it's fine. Yeah, more bread production. Not that we need it right now, but we at least have a nice stash. We got 190 flour in there that we can convert slowly. So we don't need to rush that. We've got plenty of planks. Let's get the joiner's workshop, and we'll also get the blacksmith workshop hooked up. Let's do both of those. And we're just going to be doing spearmen, at least for now. I experimented with a lot of the other ones, and they're okay. I just had better luck with the spearmen, but I didn't do actual testings. Don't quote me on that. But we don't want to produce any of the small shields. We're just going to do large shields, and we're going to do spears. Oh, and we should have our bloomery running. Yep. So that one's going. Oh boy, we got raiders in Nuslocha. So unfortunately, we don't have our militia ready yet. So we're going for the cheapest thing. 60 gold for the cheapest. Where was that? 15. Man, that is expensive. We need somebody that's close too, because these guys are respawning right next to us. Eichenau and Goldhoff. But Goldhoff is pretty far. Eichenau is probably okay. Let's get our retinue down there as well. Yeah, we don't really have a choice. This is such a waste of money, but we have to do it. And they need to sprint, otherwise they may not make it. It looks like it's one. I thought there would have been more than one by now. New mercenary. Oh, there's our local thugs. These idiots. Whatever. Yeah, we spent way too much for that. But what can you do? Let's make sure we fight over by the church, because there's going to be quite a bit of dead bodies here. Or what we could do, we could actually just bait them off. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's get them out. I don't want to fight them on our territory. So now we don't have to worry about cleanup. And the next time if we get raided, we can just draw them out with our retinue. It's not a big deal. How are we looking? So these yields are much better. Yeah, 70, that's about what I was expecting. Typically, one Morgan's going to give you somewhere between 60 and 70. One Morgan is not always one Morgan. Like if you draw something out, like if I draw something out and it says 0.4 Morgan, like this is 0.4 Morgan, but if I drag it even further, notice it stays 0.4 Morgan for quite a while. So the difference between this plot and this plot is actually kind of big, even though they both say 0.4. So that's why these are all supposed to be 1 Morgan each, but they're very clearly not the same size. So there's a little bit of variation, but if you can make a standard size, you get around 70. Yeah, like I said, anywhere from 60 to 70. Everything got planned is September, October. Do we want to plant another one? We might be able to squeeze one more in, actually. I don't know that it's worth it, though. Well, at the very least, let's just start converting bread over, and we'll start worrying about some of these other things. In linen. There you go. We are starting to get some of these spears and shields. And then we have one more open. We need to have more people, though. We definitely need more people. So let's keep building. I know I wasn't supposed to build housing here. I don't mind taking up a little bit. I do want to leave a lot of this open, though, because we could do some industry here. Or just expand our storage and then our marketplace. We get 2 more duplexes. That's fine. Now, we could also do an armorer. We need more money to do that, so we'll wait a little bit longer. 2 more months. Yeah, we have 2. But the question is that going to tank our approval too much? I don't think so. Not enough cloth variety. Yeah, we need to fix that too. We're going to need a few things. These guys done yet? Yeah, it looks like we're good. We can dismiss them. Ideally, we will deal with raids through our militia. So 36. We have enough people. We just need more supplies, which is fine because we are actively fixing both of those. We got plenty of iron. Planks we have, but we need somebody on there full time, most likely. And then we probably need a couple of people in the logging camp because we're going to be cutting a lot of that down. Man, I really would like to get more oxen. This one hitching post is just not cutting it. We'll start working on the expansion for that already. So let's start building some hitching posts all over. I don't mind putting them down here because we can't really build much on that weird curve anyways. Probably put a hitching post right here. Maybe another one down here in the corner since we can't fit much there anyways. And this thing ran out of trees to cut, so let's readjust. I think we're probably okay on most of the trees. Although, let's clear this little section out. Let's make it a little tighter. Just clear this section out. Also, those are good trees to take, so we'll take those out. And what I would like to do, let's first take a look at what the barley looks like right here. Yeah, it looks fine. So what I'd like to do is drop a road down the middle here, just to make sure I don't accidentally close it off. Yeah, let's do it like this. Something like that. Connect these two. And then we can have another, maybe 1 or 2 big plots. This looks like it's way more than 1.5, so not quite enough for 2 smaller plots. Yeah, I'll probably end up redoing these because this one's too small. This one's a little bit too big. Yeah, we'll fix it. It's not a big deal. Oh, interesting. So if you upgrade to Burgish plot level 2, you lose the timber. Because that was not supposed to be... I was trying to upgrade the duplex, and I accidentally clicked it to go to Burgish plot 2. And it just ate the timber. It sucks. Yeah, I wanted to do this one. Oh well. So we've got a joiner's workshop, a blacksmith. We could probably stand to use a tailor workshop too. That'll give us some clothing. Why don't we do that? Let's take 1 more person out of the workforce. Let's put 1 person in the dyer's workshop, and then we can convert some of that linen. Oh, we don't have a whole lot of linen, unfortunately. I should have planted more. 86 is a decent amount though. Actually, that's probably fine. We're gonna need to get Gambison. That's gonna be pretty big. Yeah, we really need to save up for another ox. This is going to be a massive bottleneck because we got a big need of planks. We're going to burn through those pretty quickly. We're also going to need more timber because we're using up quite a bit of that. All right, and we're going to switch this from Gamison over to clothes. So 1 linen, 1 dye, and we can make what we need. Oh, we already started making Gamison. Whoops, not that. So we'll convert all the linen we have, and that should help. That'll help satisfy these level 2. Yeah, October, there's no way we plant anything else. Let's just wait until next year. We'll be able to get a good harvest in. All right, how are we looking here? We cooked through all of the bread that we had, so let's go ahead and take these guys off. You know what we could do, actually? The other thing, I didn't even think of this, but so the way the logging camps work is they go cut the tree down and they just leave it on the floor. And then whenever the ox has time to go pick it up, they'll go pick it up. See, like right here, there's just logs everywhere. So we don't necessarily need to pick them up just to get the production out of this building. The bottleneck with the logging camp is usually the hitching post or the ox. So we could pretty easily just set a couple of these guys to work, just chop down a bunch of stuff, and then it'll get picked up eventually. And then the nice thing about that is we don't ever have to work the logging camps after a while. We can do this, can be like a winter activity. In the previous episode, we won a battle for the 3rd territory, organized most of our plots to be more efficient, and focused on farming. Yeah, our planks are not having a good time here. 27, we drew down from 100. We do have some militia though, so we've got something to show for it at least. We're still getting people moving in. Let's get another house ready. We do have to keep an eye on this. So we have a lot of food and fuel. I think we're okay there. One thing I have not done a good job though is expanding this marketplace. I don't think we have enough room. Well, we do now because we only have 2 types of food. We're going to need another type of food in the very near future, and that's most likely going to be veggies. And then at some point, probably add apples. Meat is just not going to happen. Eggs are too expensive. We might do that at some point, but for now it's not. It's going to be most likely veggies and apples. Those are the most cost-effective ones. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. So why don't we do this? Let's continue to make space for our people, and then we'll probably put these guys down here. We'll get that out of the way. That's the woodcutter's lodge. We don't need to work that for quite a while. We have a lot of wood. We will need to do it at some point sooner than 26 months because we have some things that are using the wood, like the bloomery that uses wood. And we do have to also be careful not to make too many dyes. There, we are starting to get clothing, and that should filter through. Yeah, we don't want to use too many of the berries for the dyes, though, because that's like our primary food source. Looking at it right now, maybe this was a mistake. Maybe we should have done more bread. I'm going to cut the dye workers short. Yeah, we don't even have linen to make that stuff anyways. So this guy's kind of stuck. Doesn't really have anything to do. But we'll leave him on clothes anyways. As soon as we get that stuff back in next year after the harvest, then we'll be fine. And then I think we just continue to expand our population. That's going to be the biggest bottleneck, so we need to expand before we need it, even though that can get you into trouble. So 2 more duplexes. We have a lot of stuff cut down. Let's pull back on some of the timber. I don't want to cut every single tree down. Put a couple people back on these woodcutter lodges. And then we're also going to want to get forester huts. So why don't we get those going? We can just stack them right here. They don't need road access for anything, so it doesn't really matter. Anything doesn't have an inventory can just go wherever. It does not need road access. Like I said, we won't be getting inventory for most of these burgage plots. At some point, we may upgrade them to chicken coops or something like that, but for a while, we probably won't. Now, we do have 10. Yeah, we could make an armor. We'd have to upgrade another one of these guys, though. I think it's worth it. Yeah, we need to start upgrading and getting our income up, too. All right, it looks like clothing market supply is okay. Lack of entertainment is going to be a problem, but we should be able to solve that soon. But we need to upgrade these guys, still. That's going to be the big one. Let's get a couple more forager huts, too. I would like to have as many as possible. We need to squeeze every bit of berries out of these as possible when the growing season's on. So I think we just take advantage of that. So we'll prep for next year. But for the most part, we're just kind of coasting right now. We do have 30 militia. That's really good. Yeah, we're out of planks. Crap. That's going to be a huge bottleneck until we can get a couple more oxen. And you can see right here, how do we look at it? There, you can see all the logs that are cut down from these. There's so many out here. But like I said, we just need an oxen to pick it up. Anyway, 2 more months, we can get back on the berries and harvest some barley. We should probably start working on... You know what I was thinking? We want to build a fresh one. No, I think we want to upgrade one of these. Let's upgrade this guy. He can be our designated brewer. And then we can just put the malt houses right here. I think that'll probably work. So let me delete these roads. I don't know exactly how I want it to look. Let's get in there first. Yeah, so let's upgrade that. And then we could always come up here and then go along the top. That's not a bad idea. So something like that would actually work really well. And then we'll have plenty of room for at least 2 malt houses. I think maybe we'll need 2 eventually, maybe 3. But for now, I think this is probably good. And then we're going to want to have this connected somewhere. So if we do a malt house right here, we get 2. I don't know if we can get 2 here. Let's just play with this. Yeah, so something like this and like this. Oh, beautiful. We can get 2. That is so nice. All right, let's get that going. We'll go right to the edge. We're going to cut across and then straight up. So that looks good. We can fit more hitching posts back here, which we'll probably end up doing with some of these too. We can just shove these in any of these corners that we can't fit any normal sized buildings in. So 2 malt houses. They'll be directly across the street from the farmhouses. And then the brewer will be right here. We need to get in a tavern. So tavern cannot fit right there. Probably don't want it there anyways. It's probably better to be somewhere over here. Now this is a tricky one because we want the tavern to be as close to the brewer as possible. Question is, do we need a road cutting up this way? And I don't think we do, but it wouldn't hurt necessarily because we could do something like this. This road can come all the way to the end. We can drop another one like that. That'll give us a little more coverage. We can throw another, like maybe a water well back here. No, we can't because it's not near the water. Speaking of water wells, let's get one up there for the workers and for these houses. Yeah, I like that the houses are all surrounded by the church. I actually don't mind that. It should cut down on some of that movement. So this should be good. Yeah, let's get the tavern right here. Let's redo this road. I don't like how that looks. Yeah, we'll keep it nice and straight. Okay, yeah. Tavern right there, that's fine. And then we need to make sure this guy's not accepting ale. He's not. We blocked it, so that's good. Because they'll go to the tavern and start jacking it. Really don't want that. So many things being built right now. Yeah, this poor ox. Just imagine one ox built all this entire thing and funded the saw pit. Yeah, unfortunately these artisans aren't able to work right now because they're not getting blanks. But on the bright side, we do have 1 full spear militia. If we can get 2, we can handle all the raids, and then we just save our money for only dealing with the Baron. February, 1 more month. We gotta pull people off of the wood stuff and then get back to work. We got a lot of farming to do. So these are coming in nice. We can pretty much harvest just about everything right in March. But we're also going to need to get as much berries as we can. I take that back. We still have a pretty good reserve. So we'll want to maintain maybe 500 by the end of the growth period. And then we'll draw that down back to, 200 or so. And that'll give us a little bit of leeway in case we have any hiccups. We got another level 2 and it's going to kill us. But once we get that, we can upgrade a lot of these things very quickly, and then our money's going to be streaming in. Now, here's the question. Do we want to save the money? We need 5 to be able to upgrade this. We can't even get it oxed. You know what? This is ridiculous. Let's just order another ox. We'll wait on getting the brewery. I don't think we're in danger of having approval issues. But we got 6 families. We'll be getting 6 gold per month, passively at least. And then we only need 1 month to be able to upgrade the brewery. That's fine. I would much rather have, I'd rather have the ox right now. No, we need to pull some people out. Too much firewood again. We barely had people in there for a couple weeks, for a couple months, and they just made a massive amount. Okay, we need to leave the saw pit on. We might need to get a second saw pit. So the berries will be ready halfway through March, but for the in the meantime, I think we should just start doing some farming. We'll leave one person out so they can build. Yep, that looks good. And then first things first, probably the flax. That's going to be the most important one because that's going to allow us to get clothing out. That'll counteract some of that minus we were getting from lack of entertainment. So let's do that first. And they get that field fast. And how's our storage doing? 900 is not bad. Right, start working on the barley and keep an eye on the berry deposits. There it goes. So we got 40. And I want to throw at least 8 people on here. We can deal with farming later. It's not a big deal. Our weapons production basically went down to 0. We just don't have enough. Well, we should have the second ox. Yeah, that'll help. Is he still? He's not really. Where the heck is this guy going? Alright, Banded Raiders and Goldhoff. We just got raided. We're getting raided again. It's going to be 2. We can handle it. We're going to take losses, but there's not much we can do about it. Yeah, we just need time. We just need more time. It's okay. We could... It's not going to cost us... Oh, they went away. Yeah, we could hire these... These guys are only 30. We could do that. It's kind of tough to hire or to muster people during harvesting season. So why don't we just have... Let's have our retinue go out there. Oh, they hired mercenaries? What the heck? Why would they do that? Yeah, that just ruined our mercenaries. Now we can't hire the 3. We really got to get our troops up then. Dude, are you serious? They switched. I do want to get the influence for this. What a total waste, man. Oh well, there's not much we could do about it. Now it looks like we're a little bit too efficient on the berries. We're pulling them all pretty quickly. There's a lot of stuff to harvest. Okay, let's just harvest everything. And then we need to start thinking about what we're going to plant next year. Or this year, but for next year. Okay, that cost us 30. But that did put us at 3k for influence, so that helps. They got some of the influence though, so they're going to be able to claim something pretty soon here. Yeah, we might have to just give up some of these. Delay. Yeah, this is going to be rough, actually. We're not going to have much help from the mercenaries. Let's start putting some more people in these. And you know what? We can pull the bloomery and the mining pit. They don't need to be there. Just get more people farming. So we've got 217 barley. We've got ale for quite a while. Each family uses about, not quite, it's more than half, but you can estimate at half and then just add a little bit. So we'll be using about 15 a month, 150 a year, add maybe another 20% to that. Another 30, it's about 180, call it 200. We use about 200 a year with our current size, but we need to go bigger than that, obviously. So I think this would be fine, but we need a lot of these to be barley. We obviously can't afford to do that. We need to have some flax and some other stuff. And I'm going to convert the rest of these. You know what? That was kind of a mistake, though. Yeah. No, it's okay. These guys all need to be upgraded so that when the time comes, we can change them. So, like, we need an armor. That's going to be pretty important. And we have quite a few iron slabs. Let's do that, actually. That's going to be a big one. Let's do armor. We need a lot of helmets. Helmets are used by all troops, no matter what level they are. So it's never really a bad idea to have helmets. We got a lot of barley. Where is all this barley going? Oh, interesting. It went into the large storehouse. Whoops. Yeah, we need to not allow that. It does help them pick it up off the field, though. The problem is it's just not a reliable way to do it because usually these guys snag it all up before. You know, it's fine. It's not that far of a walk if they need to go there. Like, to go from here to there compared to right here. It's fine. I'm just worried about the storage in this large storehouse. Okay, so these are all done. Why don't we work on the next field? We don't really need food. We've got wheat. We probably need a lot of flax. And we always need a lot of barley. So why don't we do that? Let's go barley. We'll get a couple different flaxes here. Maybe 2 flax. And the rest can be barley. We do need 1 wheat just in case. And then a lot of these can just be barley. Yep, that looks good. That's going to take a while for them to get through. Although it is only May, so it should be fine. Now, armor is making helmets. That's perfect. That's all we want them to make. Tailor shop is making clothes. Do we have spares? No, we don't. But we should have some... So when you look at this, it doesn't show you what's in the market. It just shows you what you have in storage above and beyond the market. So we already have 12 clothes, but we need more. So we're gonna go ahead and leave them on that, and then we'll start producing gambeson right after, and then that should make a pretty big difference to our troop quality. 33. So we are getting some. Yeah, we're getting a little bit into the saw pit, but we definitely need more. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this. Let's move it out of the way over here. Same thing with this hitching post. We can't really build anything back here. Just put it right there. Now they are claiming Imenruth, which is... Oh, wow. Is that so? So they're going after our main territory. Usually when they do this, they go after the side ones first, but they went right for the jugular. So we don't have a choice. We have to defend this. I think maybe we hire the green caps and the brigands. That's 120. We can afford to do that a couple different times, like 3 times. But we really need to get this up. We need to get this maxed out, and then maybe get 2 of these. 2 spear militia should be fine, and then we can just rely on maybe 1. It sucks we're getting attacked right in the middle of planting season. That's gonna mess us up a bit. June, July, August, September. We'll probably have time to plant it before the end of the year, or before winter, but I would much prefer not to have to pull. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and declare. That puts the zone right here. Let's see where they come in at. Here they come. Oh, are you kidding me, man? They spawned inside our own territory. What a joke. We gotta hire everybody. And unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to bait with our retinue here. Let's see if we can get these guys to come after us. There you go. So they took the bait. They're coming after us. How far are we away? 1, 3. Didn't we hire more than just that? There's one up here. Oh, he's way up there, so he's probably not even going to be able to make it. Well, on the bright side, we'll be able to pull them out, and then we can fight in outside of our territory, and then we won't have to worry about cleaning bodies up and stuff. It'll give us a little time to group up. Yeah, these guys need to group up a little better. Oh, maybe not. Let me pull it. Yeah, it kind of moves with you if you move slow enough. Yeah, there we go. So we'll drag it over to this corner, and like I said, we'll try and fight over here. If those guys are taking shots, why don't we actually... We need to get the swordsmen because they have the charge damage bonus. They're gonna back. Yep, so we'll attack with both of those. But unfortunately, those guys are just going to have to be sacrificial lambs. We're going to come over here. Let's get our archers in here into melee range. I have one more group coming. They're pretty much exhausted. They're going to get here probably a little bit too late, but it's fine. Here we go. These guys are completely surrounded. There you go. There's just about down. But then so are, yeah, our brigands are pretty much done. It's fine now. We'll have the bulk of their army pretty much, yeah, they'll pretty much be gone. Nice. We took them out. Unfortunately, they took out 2 of our retinue. Not much we can do about it. It's fine. They don't really do us any good right now anyways. And then by the time we have enough money to pay for all of them, it won't really matter. These guys just don't want to die. Oh, there they go. I was going to say they just don't want to die, but they literally just died. Right, let's add more bodies to the pile so we can get his morale out of here. There we go. Broke him. 16 days left. That's plenty. So we're just going to charge. There we go. So that's pretty much the battle, I think. Yep, we got it. Disband everybody. Man, that was kind of brutal. Uh-oh, is it stuck on the map now? I think it's stuck on the map. Yeah, that's fine. We don't look up there that often anyways. So right now, I think the goal... Let's get another group of spear militia going. We don't have enough people to fill it out all the way. Oh, crap. We're capped on... Yeah, we're capped on people. We need to get more. This was a mistake. I should have had those houses pre-built already. I was doing good for a while, but I got distracted by the combat. So here's 4 more. Right, how's our berries? 467. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, it's seasonal, so they're done. We need to pull all these people out. I was hoping to get above 5. We didn't quite make it, though. Let's cap out our farmhouses, and then everybody else can help build. We need to get these, like, right away. And I think we need to get another ox. We've got room for 4. Oh, did they kill one of our oxen? Oh, no, I think they killed one of the oxen. That's freaking garbage. It's so hard to get them right now, man. Come on. The heck did he die? It must have been when they walked by. The oxen must have been out in the field. They gave him a poke. That. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, he's still there. Okay, never mind. They brought a new one. I was going to say, I thought I saw him run up. Because I saw one right here, right when they were approaching, and then I thought I saw him run out. So that's good. I could reserve an ox for this. I think we should. Let's reserve an ox for the saw pit. Because we did pull a lot of logs. Right, everything's pretty much planted and seeded. Yeah, everything's looking good here. So that's it for the growing season, unless we want to do one more. August. Yeah, we have time. So we could do it. Let's get a road that follows this. And I'm thinking maybe one more right here. This is going to be a big field. Or I could cut it into 2 smaller ones. I just don't know if I want to micromanage a bunch of fields. I guess it's not a big deal. And we do need a way to get through this, so I'm going to throw a road. There, we can link back up with that, and then we probably won't put anything right here. So how many flax do we have? We have 3 flax, a couple barley. We still have 331 bread. We have some wheat and some grain in there still, so we probably don't need too much more of that. I think the big thing is just going to be more barley. We just have to. If we're going to go big on the level 2s, which is going to help a lot, because then we'll get... not only are we going to make more money, but we're also going to have more armored militia, because these guys can wear the gambeson, whereas the tier 1 Burgish plots, they cannot. They only get the helmet. So they're coming in. 31 out of 36. We just need to have a few more weapons, and then we'll have just about enough for 2 full spear regiments. Yeah, the big thing we need now is the equipment. We need the equipment to catch up, which is hard because we don't have a whole lot of planks. And we do have some ale, or we have barley. Yeah, we have a lot of barley. Let's go ahead and upgrade. We need the planks. So what I'll probably need to do is pause these. Let's pause both of these. So the blacksmith and the joiner shop, we need to get enough planks. There we go. We can do that. Turn this back on. That's fine. And then we need to put some people in these malt houses. So it's September. These are planted and seeded. I don't want them to accidentally harvest any of this stuff, so let's pull everybody out. Yeah, they can go do other jobs now. So what were we having them do? We already chopped down a ton of timber. You can see we have 136 timber. It only counts the ones... oh, it does count those. Shoot. So we have a lot of timber. I was going to say it only counts the ones directly in your inventory, but it also counts the ones that are chopped but not collected yet. There's quite a bit of that around. Yeah, firewood is still in good shape, so we don't need that. One thing we should probably do, maybe just for a couple months, we'll go plant some seeds. And what I really would like to do is not have to do this all that often. So I would much prefer to get like 3 or 4 of these things. Just put them all to work. I guess we can do more than that. Let's just do a bunch. They'll start to grow some of those. I wish we had more stuff for our villagers to do. I mean, we can make more farms, but we can't do anything during the off seasons. The problem. You know, we could do one more. Why don't we do one more? We have so much barley. Like we're not gonna have anywhere to store it. But I take that back. We'll have plenty of places to store it. It's just gonna be a lot. It's fine. We got 2 more fields we can do. Let's get them done. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save up for like a critical mass of ale. Yeah, I forgot. You can't put people in during September because they'll just automatically cut stuff down. We got exactly nothing from these because of that. So stupid, man. What a complete waste of time. So now we have to redo all these. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, I really don't like that feature. I wish we could just adjust the seasons that we want to be able to harvest in, rather than be forced to do it in just a single month or have to micromanage it around it. It just seems silly to me. Like, you could have a little slider saying when you want your harvesting season to start and when you want it to end. When you want your planting season to start and end, all that. It seems like that wouldn't be too difficult to do. Now, we are starting to get a decent amount of helmets. We need to save up a few more, but we don't want to go too overboard because it's going to use up all our iron. We'll probably turn the armor maker off in a little bit. Not quite yet. Yeah, actually, that's probably fine. Let's go ahead and pause them for a second, just so we don't eat up all of our iron. We can get somebody back in there too. Let's get somebody on the bloomery and one in the mine. Okay, everything's planted. In some cases, planted again. It should be good. So let's pull everybody off. There you go. So we got a bunch of people replanting trees. We won't have to do this very often. And actually what I should probably do... Well, we're not going to need timber for a long time, but I guess when we do, we can pull from this area. Yeah, right over here, this patch is fairly close. And then after that, we can just use the renewable area. It's a pretty good area for it. And what I recommend doing once you start getting into the later games where you know you're going to fight on your own territory, make a bunch of these pits and make them all over the place because you don't know when you're going to need them. And if you don't need them, you can just delete them later. And when you do need them, at least you'll have them ready. So I'm just going to place a bunch of them around the outside. They cost nothing, just labor. So we won't have to worry about not fighting on our territory again, although I would much prefer not to have to if we have the choice. All right, we can hire one more livestock. Let's go ahead and do that. Cap that out. Actually, we can upgrade some of our stables, or upgrade 2 stables. Why don't we do that? All right, Tailor Workshop, how are we doing here? Don't have anything. Is that because... No, we have dyes. We don't have linen. Got it. We should have some flax. We got 95 flax. That'll be a decent harvest. And then we can make clothes out of that. We are starting to creep closer to the 50% mark, which is not good. It's the lack of entertainment that's killing us. We can't fix it, but we can help alleviate it a little bit. We've got some ale. Just not really ready to do that yet. I don't usually like putting it in the granary, but we'll do it just because whatever they're making is just not... It's getting destroyed by the weather. That's worse than them just taking it and retaking it. Here we go. That'll clear out the inventory. Let's go ahead and convert the bread. We can do some tannery stuff. There we go. We're pretty much done with the windmill for now until we get our next harvest, but we're not really using the bread anyways. I don't want to make too much of it because then it's just going to sit. We burn through our berries first, which you can see is starting to be kind of a problem. Now we are also going to need some dyes. Let's get somebody in the dye workshop, and then hopefully we'll have clothing maxed out. And we're going to need bigger stalls. We've supported this sound this whole time with just these 3 stalls, but I think it's time to probably do an actual legit stall. But let's see if we can make just 1 stall. Yeah, we can get 1 stall in there. Hopefully it's not food. Yeah, clothing, that's what we needed. And then the food stall, we can't really do much else anyways because we only have 2 types of food. So we'll build up a supply of clothing, and that should satisfy some of that issue that we were having. These people are good. Now we need to worry about ale, but that's... Raiders again, wow. It's a big group too, crap. And there's no way we can... Yeah, we can't afford to spend money on mercenaries. We need to save it. But fortunately, we have 2 groups of spears this time, so that should be pretty strong. Now, what I'm probably going to do is just create a choke point right here, because they will have a slight numbers advantage. Well, that may not be true. They have more units, but our units are twice the size of theirs. So technically, we outnumber them. So maybe we'll just do it out here then. So we need to be standing still so we can deal with their charge bonus. There we go. So we countered their charge. So they're hanging in there. Yeah, we should be able to win this, no problem. All right, sweet. We got that. We lost a few people. Lost about 7. It's not the people that hurts the most. It's the supply, the materials. All right, and we're not too far. The church is pretty close by. I think we're going to need more people than that, though. They're going to get really pissed off at the dead bodies if we don't do them very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I need to pause all these. These guys can't plant during the winter anyways. All right, we'll get a bunch of people... One less so somebody can do the ox. And then they're just going to take all these bodies back. I think that was it, actually. That was really quick. Okay, so last thing we can do, let's go ahead and pull all these trees down. February, March. Actually, you know what? Let's not. We need to keep our guys close by. We'll just let them relax for half a month or whatever it is. We need them ready to go in March. And crop-wise, just about everything's ready. Still got 102 barley. We've got 127 ale ready to go. There we go. Winter's wearing off. Let's go ahead and make a few more helmets. We're getting low on that again. Here we go. We've got how many to harvest? We can do this. This barley's ready to go. Let's just run it. We can get this one. 102 barley is a massive amount. Yeah, we should be good on ale for a while. So like I said, we'll clear this out. We'll create a little stockpile of ale, and then we'll turn it on. And when we do that, we'll hopefully clear up the lack of entertainment debuff, and then we'll also be able to upgrade a bunch of buildings. We got 43, so we are making decent money, and I think we need to expand our ox. We need to get more oxen. You know, one thing we do need to do is... How many spaces do we have? We need to make a vegetable plot, like a big one. Some of these were not duplexes, actually. Whoops. There we go. We have enough equipment for all those. I think our bottleneck is going to be people now. Yeah, it is. So we're short 12 in each. We got the field of 102 we can harvest. Some of these other ones are close, but not quite. We could harvest the wheat, although it doesn't really do us any good. Might as well, though. We're gonna have to do it later. I would like to get some of this flax done. They're not quite done yet, though. Yeah, I think we're running out. Oh, we have linen, actually. We should be all right. I'm gonna start messing with the dyer shop. We have plenty. I think we have enough to make a lot of clothes. Let's make a couple batches. So we have 28. We should have enough in, yeah, in the stalls. We'll make a year or two worth of supplies, and then we'll cut it. Barley do we have? 283. Yeah, we have plenty of barley, I would say. But it's not an infinite supply. We will blow through that very quickly, and we're going to need to make sure we plant barley somewhat frequently. We've got room for a couple more people to move in. We also have money, and I would like to get some veggie farms. I want to get those. I figure out where the best place to do. Here would be too far of a walk, actually. And there, let's see, we're not using this for anything up here. So this wouldn't actually be a bad spot. So what I'm going to do is, what I'd like to do now is with the veggie farms, I like to map them out with the roads because you can get the shape that you want very easily. You have to draw the shape that you want. And also these, I think having this many forger huts, it's probably too many. I think we just need the 6 and maybe not even that, but should we delete them? I will just keep them there. It'll be extra. So what I'm going to do is draw this thing out. I'd like to use up a lot of the space back here. So I'm going to make this, let's see if we can get our double plot in here. So essentially all you need to do is draw it out a little bit, and then everything else will just kind of snap based on the shape you have. So something like this, yeah, something like that actually works pretty well. I want it to be a bit deeper than that though. We don't have a whole lot of money to be thrown around, so we need to make sure these things actually will put out a lot of goods. Something like that. The problem is I don't like this, how this line cuts up through most of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit it. If I do it like this, probably okay. And then we'll have this little area right here that has nothing in it, but that's fine. Even though we're making it smaller, the area will be slightly smaller for the overall shape. We'll end up getting more. See, you can see it cut down that line instead of having the line go in this whole direction. We'll have this whole area as veggies, so that'll be kind of nice. And we don't need these roads. Those are just a shape, so you can always take them down later if you don't want them. Yeah, you just need the road to guide the little plot system that they have. So like I said, by giving up this little piece right here, we end up getting more in the backyard, which is kind of weird, but that's how they program it. So we'll get that to be a duplex, and it looks like, no, we're still in growth season. We're getting all the food out of it so fast. Yeah, so having, I think these two is probably unnecessary. Let's go ahead and demolish these. And then we'll have a little bit of room here for something else if we want. Like we can build a granary up here if it makes sense to do that. And let's go ahead and get that veggie. Look at how beautiful that veggie farm looks. A lot of veggies. And then we can build another one over here on this side if we really want. We can get a road down the middle, and we can build more on this in the back side. But that'll be our first veggie farm. We still have a little bit of regional wealth to spend if we need. In the previous episode, we fought off raiders and focused more on farming. Looks like we're burning through a lot of planks. We got 80 though. And we're starting to get a nice stockpile here. The helmets probably need to go on hold. 50 is kind of a lot. 36 cloaks is plenty. How many linen? We only have 44 linen. Yeah, let's switch over to Gambison. We need to get more because we're about to explode the size of our level 2s. And the more Gamison we have, the more higher tier troops we'll have. There's a lot of stuff we can harvest now, so let's go ahead and early harvest some of these. Now I'm going to redo this back here because this seems a bit inefficient. I bet you if we get the road to come down here, and somebody needs to pick that log up. There we go. So I bet you we can get at least a duplex, if not a couple duplexes. Or like I said, we could save it and we can just put maybe a granary or something up here. We can have one specialized just for veggies and then the berries. And then this, I don't even know, what are we doing with this one? Bread? Yeah, I guess for bread. But if we do it the normal way, what could we get here? 2 duplexes? Ooh, it's kind of nice. And if we do the granary, that'll look like, probably like this. And then the other side over here will be for the stalls. No, I think we keep it compact. I think it's better we just have housing here. If we were going to be doing like 1,000 population or more, then it would make a little bit more sense to do that. But I think for now, we just stick to the game plan. Keep it simple. So we have room for 1, 2, 3, and then these 4. All right, we probably need to switch some of these. No, looks like not quite yet. June, July, August, September. So we're getting pretty close. I'm gonna pull the flax. We really need it. If this one's only short by 2, I really don't care if it's maxed. Yeah, let's pull one of the Weaver's Workshop. Yeah, same thing. This one's pretty much done. Wow, so they're trying to take another land up here. We have almost 3 full regiments. Man, I really wish we had more. If we had 3 full, then I would say we could save some of this money and just probably get away with doing like 1 group. 90, we could hire them twice. I think we have to just let them get away with it. Sucks. And then in the future, we're going to just spam food and then use it to buy influence. We have enough to claim 2 full territories right now anyways, and so we would just have to, let's say we're down to our last one. We would only have to get 5 more after that. I guess it's still a lot, but it could be worse. Once we get our militia maxed and we get our retinue maxed, there's pretty much nothing they can do to stop us. But priority is getting our oxen all sorted. That's going to help us quite a bit. Wow, that was a very successful harvest. Now we need to get some plants in the ground. July, August. Then we'll again in September. No, not September, October, November maybe. Feel pretty safe about reserving an oxen now because we have so many. We'll probably do that very soon. Let's get everything off the field first. I feel like we have quite a bit out here. Rained on. So August. We can probably plant something. Let's get everything off though. We still have a little bit of barley. Let's get everything out. Then how are these guys doing? They are producing linen. Linen is getting snapped up probably. No, 38. We still have a decent amount of linen. And we are getting gambeson. That's really good. Oh, how many ale? We have 268 ale. Let's just... No, we'll do it during the wintertime. What I think I want to do is I want to upgrade a lot of these all at once and just spam these level 2s. Because the only thing they're missing now, well, they are missing another food group. That kind of sucks. But it's the tavern supply. That's the big one. They don't really care about food supply, and they don't really care about cloth variety in the marketplace nearly as much. That seems to be more like an afterthought. The dye maker, yeah, we don't need that. We've got plenty of clothes. Like I said, we can toggle the clothing on and off as we need it. Now, yeah, we are going to have to upgrade our stalls. We don't need it for the firewood yet, but the food, we probably need it pretty soon. We still need a lot of people, though. Yeah, we need to make more. So this area will probably... I think we'll just build the 1 more. Actually, no, I take that back. I don't think we're going to use that many veggies. There's an issue with consumption with stalls. And I think veggies are one of the last ones to get consumed. It's the breads, berries are the biggest. Well, meat, but that's really hard to get a lot of. Berries, bread, and then eggs. 135 flax. Yeah, we have so much. We have a lot of barley now, so we probably don't have to farm for a long time. I really wish there was a good way to get food besides bread. They're gonna eat the berries first, then they'll eat the bread. There's no way of us getting more meat, so that's kind of off the table. Eggs, we just need a ton of money. We could do it if we put chicken coops and all these, but we don't have that kind of money. It's gonna take a while to get that. You know, this is actually fine. I think this is okay. Let's just get a couple more oxen. And then what we're gonna want to do is probably plant more barley. Just, I know we have a lot. I'm intentionally saving it up. And then we need to be very careful about how it gets used. I don't mind doing a little bit of flax too, because we are going to be going through a lot of gambeson. So we'll do 1 more flax. We'll do 1 wheat just as a backup, but we really don't need it. It's going to probably clog our inventory. So we got to be careful with that. But we have 287 ale. It's probably okay to start taking ale in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to disallow ale at the granary. That'll be our warehouse storage. And hopefully they pull everything else from the brewery. September, hopefully they keep working. Yeah, they do, because there's nothing to harvest, so they should be able to get it. And Svaya is gone, so we're down to 2 pieces of land. But like I said, we're almost at the point where we could be self-sufficient, just not quite. We can take 2 more on, but we need to get enough people here. You know what we should do? Let's use a little bit more berries. We'll get the dyes up to like 40 or 50, and then we'll have at least 1 set that we can use to make more clothing when we need it. Okay, our approval should be shooting through the roof now. Now, in terms of housing, I like the idea of building more housing back here, just on the backside. We can get a few more duplexes down here. Now, the well, I guess we could fit, if we really wanted to, we could probably fit some more hitching posts. I'm going to install another well here. Oh, no, I guess I'm not. Maybe we can put 1 in the back there. We'll rebuild it later if it's in the way. We got 2 people here. Now we're going to get veggies. They're all working the veggie farm now. That's good news. It's getting a little out of hand. We do need to start increasing our stall capacity. All right, it's not raining anymore, so what I'm going to do is let's put up a marketplace. Actually, I'm going to destroy these, put 2 more people in there so they can get all the supplies, hopefully before it rains, and then we'll resupply with a new one that has more stall space. Same thing here. Just get everything all at once. Oh, dude, come on. Get all this stuff off the floor, please. I hate that they do that. They walk by it to get other stuff. This is like really high value items. I really don't want it to get rained on. All right, there we go. So this one's good. Now this is only going to give us 2 stalls, it says. I don't know if I believe that. And there's a way where you can get more stalls if you have some like odd shapes like that. But ideally, we'll get rid of this. Come on, get rid of it so we can get our freaking stalls up, dude. This is so frustrating, man. They just don't want to do it. And we're going to tank our approval because we're not getting supplies out to people. I hate this. I really do. All right, well, there's not much we can do. I think we just have to build. Yeah, we'll just build our stalls. That is so stupid. You got so much stuff just sitting there. Just freaking grab it. I spaced this out pretty much so I can do it. Oh, there they go. They're starting to get it finally. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, done. I'm sad it took that long, but it's all right. So we got 5 stalls there. Got 3 stalls there. What I'm going to do is let's slow it down, and as soon as stalls start showing up, so firewood stall is fine, clothing stall is fine, food stall is not fine there. Okay, we don't want a food stall there. So I'm going to move this food stall and put it, actually, what is over here? Clothing and food. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Let's move the food stall over here. This clothing stall needs to be over here. Clothing, clothing, clothing. Where's firewood? Yeah, we only need the 1 firewood, actually. That's fine. Food stall. I don't want food stall there, actually. I would much prefer if you guys built on the correct area. Nope, it's still going to do it. So what, if we try and move it, what does it do? There we go. We got 3 food stalls here and another clothing stall. So many clothing stalls. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. We might need to destroy one of these clothing stalls at some point. Yeah, they keep building new clothing stalls. Is kind of dumb. We have 4. We don't even need that many, but that's fine. And then probably need another, we need another worker, don't we? These all done? Yeah, these are looking good. So let's upgrade those. Space for the new people. How many dyes do we have? 38 dyes. That's more than enough. Let's pull that dye worker off. There we go. Now I think, let's make sure the workers are all correct. So a granary hunter. That's not what I want you to do. Yeah, this looks good actually. And then we'll pull one off, put him back on the hunt. Our animal count's already low, so we can pull. Actually, our firewood is getting a little bit low. Let's go ahead and throw the woodcutters back on. Right, a lot of this is planted, so we're looking in very good shape here. We should be able to finish this before November even. Yeah, we'll be in good shape for next year. We could probably do one more over November. Yeah, we have time. We have time. Let's see if any of this barley's decent. Yeah, some of the barley rebounded pretty quickly. How's our ale? 245. And we're still producing. We have 87 malt. We have 390 barley. So we have a lot. Okay, well, those are getting upgraded. Yeah, what we need to do is we need to save up a lot of timber. We have only 28, so we're going to need a massive amount of timber here. November, we have time for one more. If we really wanted to do one more, we could do it. Yeah, we need to do more linen, actually. We have only 64 flax, 89 linen. We're going to need a lot of gambeson. So why don't we just do that? Let's go flax. Not there, though. Yeah, that one looks good. The nice thing about flax is it's really easy to judge if you're going to run out of it or not. Some of the other stuff, like the barley, is really hard because your consumption rate is so high. It's a little difficult to stay ahead of it. Oh, we still have all these people in the berries that we waste. Whoops. Let's put these guys back to work on the trees. These guys can take out all these. These guys will focus on these 2 chunks, this and the other side of that road, and that should be plenty. 32, 30, and 30. We're very close. Very close to being self-sufficient. And then, like I said, if we can get a little bit of money and get that retinue up, we'll be in really good shape. I think we could probably defend ourselves without using any mercenaries, but it's kind of close. Especially once we start getting people up to the tier 3 plots, that's going to be when it really takes off. So how many? We have 56 living space, just plenty. How much? We have a lot of money. We have room for 1 more ox. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, nice. They built another food stall. So this food stall that's supposed to fit 2 now has 4. 5. Yeah, 5. What about one of these clothing stalls? Can I move it? No, they all actually have stuff in it. So that's good. And then the firewood, we only have 30 properties. So we don't really need another firewood because we're not using charcoal. So it's not a big deal. Okay, I think it's time to upgrade. We don't have a lot of timber. Well, yeah, we do. We can upgrade at least 10. Yeah, we can upgrade quite a few of these. Why don't we do the ones around the church? Let's kind of do this in a somewhat logical fashion so I don't lose my spot. So those are all done. These ones are the new ones, so we're not going to do those yet. But December, let's pull everybody out. And we can pick up the pace on mining. Why don't we do that? Not that we need it. Jeez, we already have 146. You know what? Let's pull these guys. Yeah, we can probably back off. 30. We still have 3,500 to go. That thing's not. We don't need deep mining. We're gonna be done with the game before that. Before we go through all that. I'm gonna use these guys to cut logs kind of on the outskirts. Maybe some of the stuff back here that wouldn't normally get cut. It's just wintertime work. We just need to get it done. We don't need it to be efficient. Because otherwise they're gonna sit around doing nothing. Let's clean this area up. And we could fit more farms, but the question is, do we need more farms? I mean, we're basically just living off berries, and the bread's just sitting there, so that doesn't really help us. We do use the flax, not at a very high pace, so for the most part, it's going to be the ale. Yeah, we're down to 200 ale, so we're not able to keep up with the need. We might need to go for another brewery. Or what we should probably do is try and get this guy up to level 3 so we have 4 families, and we need a little bit of food. And we need one more food type to get him to the happy place. I think when we get veggies, he'll be fine. I'm going to start upgrading some of these as well. So that's one row, another row done. That puts us at 35 timber, that's fine. And then, like I said, this guy... Oh, you know what? Yeah, we need more malt. We don't need more malt. We actually need another brewery. I don't know if it's worth it to do 2, because like I said, we're going to eventually get this up to tier 3. So that's going to double the output. But even then, I think maybe it's probably still not enough even with that. That's my guess. And then right here, blacksmith, tailor, armor, and then what else could we build? We don't need shoes. We definitely don't need the bakery. That is for sure. I keep saying the malt house is having issues. Yeah, I think we need to upgrade another brewery. It's fine. Let's do it. And then we can just control which one goes to tier 3. We're doing 11 planks. We still need... Oh, you know what? 1675. We're good for a bit. Let's go ahead and pause these. We'll save up a little stockpile of planks, and then we'll probably stop for a bit. We have 24 helmets. We're going to need more than that. And gambeson. Yeah, we're running out of gambeson. Not surprising, though. We just upgraded a bunch. So these guys are going to be grabbing them and putting that on. 185 AL. I am a little bit concerned how quickly we're using it. It's okay. We'll double our output. We still need to get another food source, which I think the veggies will help. As long as we can keep our berries... Yeah, we got to keep our berries topped off. That's going to be tough to do, though, because we are starting to eat through that. And then I think the next backup is going to be eggs. We have 8 out of 8. I think what we need to do is... Let's go ahead and get... Let's get another one. I'll put another hitching post right here. So this should not have increased our consumption, because everybody drinks ale no matter what. So it shouldn't make much of a difference in the long run. Yeah, I think what we'll do is let's just start spamming these. Get everybody up to level 2. Not everybody goes to level 3, but everybody goes to level 2 at least. These people don't have... Yeah, these are not level 2. They need fuel? How come you don't have fuel? Our one firewood stand is not keeping up, is it? I think what I'd like to do is consolidate one of these. Let's see if we can get rid of one of these clothing stalls. And maybe they'll... Yeah, firewood stall. There we go. The thing was only holding 10. We've got 3 other clothing stalls. There's no way we need more than that. So between these 2, we should be okay. Now the next perk. Let's take a look at the perks. We do want to get orchardry, orchardry at some point. We also need advanced armor making. I don't think we need any of these. No, so it's going to be orchardry and most likely advanced armor making, and then charcoal burning and deep mining. Probably these. So those 6. Those 6 total. So these 2. And then everything down here except for master armor making. Now, we're not going to be upgrading to Burgage Plot level 3s anytime soon, I don't think anyways. Those things are pretty expensive to do. You gotta have 25 gold per. So I'm thinking probably orchardry is going to be a good one. That'll give us another source of food. It takes 3 years to, to get up to supply anyways. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that's the right call. What I would like to do, maybe we'll put it over here. There's not a whole lot more industry we need to make, right? Let's just double check everything. We're not doing apiary. That's a total waste. For what we're trying to do anyways. We will need a charcoal kiln at some point, but we can probably throw those over here somewhere. If we don't need any of these, we have all of this stuff. We could get some pastures. Really all that gives us is yarn, and then yarn can turn into cloaks, but it's the same thing. We just do flax. It's not worth it. We already have a supply chain for it's basically redundant. So I don't think it's worth it managing that. Pretty much everything here we have or don't need. Like, we don't need to make tools. And then we can't trade. We can't do any of that. So yeah, we pretty much have everything we need. Let's go ahead and make a gigantic apple orchard right here. Make sure we're not going on... Yeah, we don't want to go on the I'm gonna go right there. Let's go ahead and put a road. Let's have this one actually go out a little further. I don't want to completely shut off this side though. It's the problem. Yeah, you know, we got to connect these roads too. I forgot about that. So those are good to go. I would like to save room for at least one more area, one more farmhouse. I think that would be a smart move. One or two, maybe even two. Shoot, maybe put one like right here, one down here somewhere. I am curious, what would it look like if we did this? That would be a massive apple orchard. We could do it for sure. It's just, do we want to use up all this prime real estate? Because this is really good real estate. We could easily put it back here and then save this as a backup. I think we should save this for a backup. Yeah, no, that was stupid. I was supposed to put the next storehouse and granary over there. So I think what we'll do is we could set it up right here. What if we make it right here? Yeah, perfect. We can fit two more actually. So that's even better. And then we can connect that. We've got room for a couple more ox. And then we can put the apple orchard right here. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. I wish this logging camp was on the other side of the road. That would have made a big difference. It's not a big deal. We have a lot of space back here. I'm just kind of being picky about where I put this thing. So I could put it like right here and then just blow it out this whole back area. Why don't we do that actually? That's probably the smarter call. So I could put it like this. That'll be the corridor and everything else. Yeah, it's not going to take the shape unless we build the roads. So let's build the roads. So something like this. If we can get all this to be apples, I think that'll be good. We'd only have to buy like one of them. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a beastly looking apple orchard. We can probably get rid of these roads. We don't really need them. The little guidelines. Sweet. And we have money to do it right away too. As soon as this thing's built, we'll just put it right down because as soon as it's built, you get your timer starts for 3 years. After 3 years, then you'll be good. Okay, we are getting raided again. I think they're close. Yeah, they're right. Again, they raid from right here. Usually, like almost all the time, they give us a little bit of warning, but not we're having to fight on our home territory. We almost have 3 full groups though, so it's not really a concern. We have plenty. Yeah, they're right there. So let's not let them go near our oxen. I don't want them to kill anything. We'll let them charge right into our spears. Move these guys up on the flanks. Alright, this guy needs to chill right there. These guys can actually do the flanking. Unfortunately, we did get flanked. I didn't realize they had 4. I thought they only had the 3. It's not a big deal. These guys are just giving us influence for free, basically. It's kind of what this is. Alright, everybody can go back home. We lost only a handful of people, actually. That's not bad. So we need to get... Oh, we still had people in the church. Whoops, I left them in there. Alright, so we very badly need to make some corpse pits. And then we'll just delete them afterwards. Let's get 2 of these things very close by. That's 4 there. We can get a couple of our berry workers going already, so they can start heading up there. And our crops are mostly in. Yeah, just about. Yeah, I don't think we'll have to worry too much about influence, actually. If we get that, that's going to be really nice. So, 10 bodies. Yeah, we'll take care of this. We shouldn't have the debuff from the bodies. All right, now why are they taking the bodies all the way down here? What is that about? They've got one right here. Whatever. We'll pull everybody. These guys are still transporting, but if we pull them off, they should finish their job before they do something else. So let's get, yeah, berry pickers. We gotta get that going. I also want to get one of these herb gardens. Usually I import a couple just to keep people from getting sick, but that's not an option here. So we'll do that ourselves. And then I want to get 1 full group. How's our barley looking? 230 barley, 213 ale. Our ale is actually going up. That is a really good sign. So is there anything else? Yeah, we can upgrade a few more of these. We have a lot of timber. Still have a lot of people here, which is kind of a mistake. Let's pull these guys off. Oh, and the communal oven. They've been in there for like a year. Haven't had anything to do for quite a while because we've been using mostly our berries. Veggies are starting to come in now. That's good. So let's go ahead and harvest. No, we have to wait a little bit. That's okay. We can plant. We can just plant next year's. Yeah, this is totally fine. A couple barley. All right, apples are in. There we go. There's all the trees. That is a massive amount of trees. So this one for sure needs to be worked by 2 people, and it needs to be up to Burgish plot level 3 as soon as possible. That way we can get an extra 2 families in there to harvest. Come September time, we need to harvest. You know, we did not reserve oxen for these, so we can still get a little more efficiency. We haven't need to use the oxen yet anyways, but we could. Right, I'm going to pause the armor. We've got almost 60 helmets. That's fine. The gambeson is just the bottleneck right now. I don't know. We're making them. They're just using them so fast. Let's get more people on these forager huts. Oh, you know what? We don't have food, but we also don't have the tiles. We need to get the tiles. Still have that mining pit though. But I believe I got rid of the clay furnace. In fact, I'm quite positive I did. So we'll put that somewhere. Maybe we'll get rid of this. Yeah, let's get rid of these. We don't need them right here. It was like an emergency fix. We can put the clay. Get rid of this road. We can put it right here. We can start early harvesting some of these. Yeah, perfect. That one just hit 100. This one hit 100, so we're gonna early harvest that. Some of these are really close, but we'll wait a minute or two. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna need these other two farms. We have them ready just in case, but I don't know if we're actually gonna need them. We already do a lot of farming very quickly. We can't even process it fast enough. We got more barley. But you know what? These need to be upgraded to level 2. Do we still have room for families? We have room for 2 more. I don't think this apple orchard, nobody's living there yet. Hopefully by September, because that's when they need to be harvested. Clothing. We might need to get a few more clothes. Although we're still at 100% coverage. It's the food. We need more veggies. We need to get these guys producing a little bit more, but we don't want to go too much because, like I said, they're going to eat through the berries before they touch anything else anyways. We got to get as many berries as we can. There we go. Did we get somebody? Yeah, we did. There we go. So they should be able to get some apples. It's not going to be very many, but it's such a big orchard. Even getting, you know, a quarter or a half. I think they get a half each year until 3 years. Even getting half is going to be a massive amount of apples. And then that should push us over to having another food source. You know, I'm going to run these barley fields again. They still have 30%. We'll let them go barley before they go fallow. We have 2, yeah, we still have 2 flax, 3 flax. That's fine. And then, like I said, we really don't need any wheat. We have, I don't know, probably about 300 bread worth of wheat in there still. So I think we're okay there. So fuel, food stall. Yeah, we just need to get food. We can start harvesting some of these as well. June, July, August, September. Yeah, we still have time. I don't want to build too many more houses because we really need to get a lot of tier 3, the level 3 burgage plots. How many troops do we have? We have just enough. Well, we don't have enough for another full group, but we have 3 full groups. Yeah, we need to upgrade these first. I don't think we build any more houses. I think this is the max. So upgrade to level 2. That's good. I don't think we have any more level 1s. Oh, we do. Shoot, where are they? Oh, it's all these guys back here still. And they're not getting fuel. So next upgrade, we'll probably do charcoal. That will solve that problem. It's kind of annoying. We'll do a little bit of wheat. But we should probably let most of these fields rest because we have 400 barley. Like, what the heck are we going to do with all this barley? I guess we could just leave it in the fields, plant it, and then when we need it, we can just harvest it right away instead of having to wait for a year. That would probably be the smarter move. Now, I did build another hitching post somewhere. Yeah, right here. Let's upgrade that. We can order another ox. And we really should be reserving these ox. Yeah, we'll get 2 oxen, 1 for each of these. These 2, not yet. I think we'll just run with those 2. And they should help quite a bit. We got a second family there too, so they'll help with the apples. That's good. Alright, he's trying to take Nuslocha. I think we can defend this. So if we hire mercenaries, we don't need that much. We could probably just do the flock of crazy geese. We can do that twice. That'll put us at 6 units. And our spearmen are actually really strong because we have a lot. Look at how many Gambison we have. Not quite maxed out, but pretty close to it. Those guys are tough. And pretty soon we'll have the chainmail. And that'll be even better. I think we need to unpause. Let's go ahead and produce more. We need spears and shields because we're going to lose quite a few here, I think. Tailor shop is still making Gambison. We're still not saving them up, which means people are still getting them out of the inventory. Oh, look at that. Our ale is going up now, too. That's really good. 51 malt. Yeah, we need to have a little bit more in storage. Oh, man, the berries... It chopped at 345, so we are starting to get to that point where I think we might be in a downward spiral with the berries. We need to get veggies up pretty quick. Apples need to come online as well. We'll see what it looks like. We can always make more, I guess. We can make the house, and then we could just delete one that we have already and have those people move in there. Oh, Nislocha, we want to defend that. I was starting to space out a little bit. So let's go ahead and hire. We're going to contest. We're going to hire these guys for 90 gold. Where do they want the battlefield? Okay, right there. Where are they coming from? Bottom of the map. Yeah, so we need to time this right so we don't fight a 3v5. Now, we definitely have the upper hand here. We just need to not make any stupid moves, and we should be fine. And then if we can get 2 more militia, we won't have to hire mercenaries anymore. Especially if we get our retinue online. That is going to take a while, though. I mean, maybe not. We are making pretty good money here. We could probably turn on our taxes. Our approval rating is really high as well. So why don't we do that? Let's go to Manor House. Let's turn this on. Maybe we'll just do like 10%, 25, 15, 5%. What does that give us? -9. Jeez. All right. Let's go 1% tax. We don't need a lot of money. We just want it to trickle in slowly. All right, before we go off the battle, let's make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, we harvested everything we needed to harvest. September, we got to get out before September comes around so we don't accidentally harvest the other stuff. See if we can catch these guys, and then maybe we can set a trap. We can go flank them. They're gonna back, so we're just gonna set up our spear wall here. We should be able to negate their charge bonus. This is really annoying because anytime we go near them, they're just gonna run. Yeah, 12 days. We don't have 12 days. Okay, this is so stupid, man. Right, whatever. They're gonna give us like a 6v0, 6v1. Let's just take advantage of it. They charge both of these guys in. I'm gonna have the archers come in here and help. Man, they are chewing through our light mercenaries, or light infantry. Our militia are doing really well, though. They've got the armor, they've got gambeson and the helmet, so that helps a lot. This guy will fall pretty quickly, and then we can switch. Go, they're done. Oh, everybody's dead. Alright, we're just gonna bum rush these guys. They're gonna run to the edge of the map, but fortunately, they at least lock the battlefield locations, so if they leave, we're not just wasting our time. We caught them. Yeah, they're gonna lose their morale. That's it. Sweet. So let's go ahead and disband, and then we'll get these guys back. We lost, what, 3 and 5? So 8. We lost 8 people in total. That's nothing. And it's going to get better as we upgrade our troops' equipment. Oh, I did not want you to harvest, dude. God, I hate this, man. I really hate that they do that in September. That is so stupid. Alright, well, we're harvesting. All we can do is replant them, I guess, once the new month rolls over. We'll just do that. I get a feeling we're going to get stuck here for a bit at this population limit. We have really good population growth, but we got 9 families that are still not... Oh, you know what? Shoot, let's pause. These guys are ready. Yep, these are ready. Let's get everybody up to level 2. So at least, at the very minimum, everybody's going to have gambeson. Now, we should have only 2 families that are level 1 because those are the ones that stay in the manor house, and you can't do anything about them. They're just kind of stuck. These all look like they're level 2. Yeah, I think that's the last 2, actually, once these go. Yeah, 266 veggies is not, or berries is not going to last. We really need this thing to start kicking up some veggies. What can you do, though? All right, let's go clay furnace. We need to start making some tiles. We'll get that person working the clay. October, let's get these guys back out there. So at 351, I don't know if it's worth it to start upgrading some things. I don't think it is, because, like, what are we going to do? We're going to have a bunch of chickens. We're going to burn through those eggs pretty quickly. It's not really a good source of food right now, because we don't have a good way of replacing that money. Did we even get any apples? No, we didn't get apples. We didn't. I think we needed a full year. That's fine. We'll get it next year. On the bright side, we're doing pretty good. We could use a little bit more linen. I'm a little concerned that that's going to drop down too low. We don't have gambesons showing up yet, which means we're still outfitting these guys. Now, we are going to get a lot more population in here. We need to do it through tier 3. I don't want to do any more tier 1s, or tier 2s, I mean. Just about done planting everything. Yeah, nothing needs to be harvested. We'll wait till next year for that. In the previous episode, we surrendered 1 territory back to the Baron, defended against a raid, and prepared to expand our population. We're getting raided again already. Just dealt with one. And it's on our property again. Jeez. Yeah, here they come. So 4 groups. It's fine, we can handle it. Alright, so we counter the charge. And it looks like they're just going to go after another group, so we can just surround them now. We'll get a nice surround on these guys, and then right in and sandwich them. Wow, we haven't lost anybody yet. That's incredible. These guys are so strong now. I'm telling you, the armor makes us a huge difference. Yeah, we lost a single unit there. We're up to 7k influence. It's pretty good. I'm just going to throw people in whatever's closest. That should be enough to deal with the bodies. Yeah, it's going to be nice when we get a complete set of gambeson. Now, the only house that we can't upgrade is the manor house. So these guys will always be stuck. It's kind of unfortunate, but you would think because they're in such a prestigious job, maybe they would have access to better armor, but I guess not. So bodies are starting to stink, but I think we got most of them up. Yeah, we just about got everybody. And look at that approval. We got 100%. Wow. So even if we don't have coverage perfectly, it's fine. I do. Oh, nice. Here we go. So we can actually upgrade to level 3 on some of these. I'm going to be real selective though. So for sure, I want to get these guys to level 3. The apple, unfortunately, they're not doing it though. These guys, a lot of these guys are though. Yeah, this is, really want to get the veggies to do it. But they need access to another food type. So who's got the food? The veggies. Yeah, the veggies are getting gobbled up before they can stockpile high enough. So we probably need to get another one. Well, either way, we need more people. We really do. So I think we just do it, even if they're not the right ones. We'll spend 100 of our regional wealth to do that. That'll give us 8 new families, actually. So 8 new families will come in. That's 16 new soldiers. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of helmets. He's still going. The Gambison, we're still trying to catch up with the Gambison. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go ahead and pause those. And what I'm going to do is let's pick up the pace on some of these things. Since it's the winter, we got to have something for them to do anyway. So bloomery, we'll get some mining done. There, we got another development point. I'm tempted to skip deep mining and charcoal. I feel like we don't need it. If we go something like beekeeping, that would be another food source, and we could make a massive amount of these. The only problem is it's really slow. It's about, I think, 6 per month. So you need 2 per family per year. You just need a massive amount of them. And we also need advanced armor making since we're going to be getting the tier 3 guys soon, but we can't even get the tier 3s unless we have food. So I think what we should probably do is focus on getting more veggies, a little more beekeeping maybe. The other thing, I guess we could start putting chicken coops in because the chicken coops at this point, they'll produce 4 eggs per month. Probably not a bad idea for these tier 3s. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Now this one doesn't have an extension, unfortunately. That's all I could fit in there anyway. We'll get a couple more of these things upgraded. And then hopefully that'll help. Just the more food we have, the better off we'll be. I don't want to overshoot it though, because I know we're just waiting. We need a little more time for the apples to come in. And the veggies, once we can get this up to the tier 3 as well, that's going to make a massive difference in what their output is. We just need a little bit of time. Okay, we should probably start another group. Get one more. So we have one more to go after this, and then we'll be capped. And then we need to really focus on getting our retinue up maxed, and then we should be in good shape. Yeah, I think we're at that tipping point where we don't have to worry too much about the AI. Fighting the Baron will be tough. Raids are not really an issue at this point, so we've gone past that danger point. Now, one of the biggest issues is running out of ale. If we run out of ale, we're going to have a very big problem with our approval rating. So even though it looks like we're in good shape, that can change pretty quickly. And what kind of a turd field is this, man? It's not even worth looking at that. Let's get that to fallow so it can regenerate. I must have forgot to turn that one off. There you go. We'll stock up on roof tiles, and then during the summer and time, this clay furnace guy can start working on that. I think we need another storage, though. Let's get one more storehouse. Now, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, you know, they're bringing back linen. That's what it is. It just takes them a long time, it looks like. Yeah, there they go. So they are actually doing it. It would probably make sense to get the linen closer, but what can you do? It's a little late for that now. We'll just deal with it. The thing is, once we get to everybody having Gambison, we will probably be able to turn that off without any issues. Let's slow down on some of this. Spears can probably slow down. We'll go a little longer on the shield since those have a hard time keeping up. Yeah, almost full on 4 different groups. That's a pretty big achievement. How's our eggs? We got 7 eggs, 1 veggie. Yeah, we really need to get veggies up. I think what we'll do, even though I don't want to do it, I think we're going to have to build some more burgage plots. I wanted to limit how many we have because ale is going to be an issue. I mean, we can technically just spam ale. We have so much farmland. So I guess it's really not that big of a deal, but I was hoping to keep it somewhat manageable. Yeah, what can you do? All right, let's get another, we'll do another veggie farm. About the same size, I think. Yeah, this is a really good looking plot. Get rid of the roads. I think that might actually be a little bigger than this one, but that's fine. All right, some of these burgage plots are ready to go to tier 3 as well. Let's keep doing that. Every one that we upgrade is going to give us more money anyway, so it's not really ever a bad idea, assuming you have the supplies to manage it. Like, food's is going to be an issue, but not for too much longer, I feel like. February, we need to start worrying about. Yeah, we're almost out of the clay. Alright, we'll scale back on these guys. Let's go ahead and pull back the mining pit. Yeah, we can leave the person on the bloomery and the people in the clay furnace, that's fine. And then we need to get people up in here. Yeah, it's kind of scary. We got 572 food, but that's only 10 months supply. So we really need to get more. It just sucks because we need to get a food supply that they'll actually eat. Like, they're not really eating bread until they chew through the berries. I don't think we need any more flax for quite a while. Linen, 39 linen, and well, we're still making gambeson though. Alright, some of these tier 3s, let's go ahead and throw the eggs in there. Yeah, if that's what we have to do to get our food sources up, then so be it. We'll just spam the tier 3. We'll just spam eggs. Okay, let's unpause. Get this guy dealing with some field stuff. So we've got wheat, which we don't need yet anyways. We got 2 oxen that are plowing, so they'll do their thing while we continue to take some of these other fields out. We are getting mercenaries. What are we getting? Ooh, wow, we got some good ones. The problem here is the AI might snatch these up for one of the big battles, so we do have to be a little cautious there. We could probably start fighting back, actually. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't. And we got to be real careful about our approval. Looks like it's steady, so we should be okay there. Oh, we blew through all of our timber. Wow. Yeah, we have 0 timber. All right, well, that'll be a winter time project, I guess. We'll keep harvesting. Let's get more barley. I don't know what else we can do. I mean, we've got our berries. It is stocking up okay. We are starting to eat some of the bread now, actually. I've noticed the bread's starting to drop. Everybody's living here. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. We need to get somebody in there so they can get another set of veggies going. There we go. Gambeson are starting to stack up, so that means we should be in good shape here. We can also stop our joiner. Shields are just about even with spears. Helmets are good, but that's already paused. Taylor, I think we should produce a few more gambeson, just to be safe. And then we can pile up a little bit of linen, maybe like 200-300. And then we don't have to worry about linen except every maybe 2-3 years. There we go. We can start parsing some of these. Yeah, if we can get our berries up to like 500, that would be really nice. I don't think so, though. I think it's going to probably cut off somewhere in the 400, which is still also not bad. I feel like we need to start making more bread, though. Yeah, I feel like we're going through the bread pretty quick. So why don't we do this? Let's get some of these barley fields, turn them into wheat. We'll get a couple harvests of wheat. Gotta make sure we turn off forced early harvest. There we go. I think we got our crops in order for the rest of the year pretty much. We'll let them do their thing for a bit. We have, I think, 1, 2, 3 more fields we need to plow. Or we need to, yeah, we need to take care of. But they still have a little bit to grow, and we don't have things fully plowed and sowed yet. So I think we're okay waiting on that a little bit. Berries are close to 500, actually. That's really good. Alright, did we get a family here? No. Shoot, they're still going in the tier 4. But that's actually a good sign, because that means we probably need to take this other perk. We should do that, I think. Advanced armor making, and then we can start making mail. I really don't know, actually. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. Alright, another raid. Wow. No surprise, right? Just constant raids. I'm tempted to do beekeeping. I don't really want to. I feel like that's a mistake. But it would probably help in the short term. Okay, we can't upgrade anything until we get more logs. That's going to be a huge problem. So why don't we start working on that again? These guys are cutting there. We'll just cut the whole backside. Just be done with it. Okay, well, we don't have a choice. We have to defend, even though it's not the ideal time. I was going to say, where are these guys? Again, we'll use our impale stat and just destroy them. Not sure where the other ones are, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this line up. We're going to flank and just ensure that we don't get flanked again. Exactly like these guys are trying to do right now. So we'll form another line right here. And then we just need to dogpile them. Wow, we actually lost people? Oh no, we probably didn't lose people. I don't think we had max. I think we were short. Alright, I find it hard to believe that they only have 2 groups here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say, what is going on here? Alright, we'll just sandwich them. We didn't lose a single person here, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we did. So everybody back to work. Oh, we still have these people in the freaking corpse pit. I totally forgot about them. That's funny. And the church. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm just playing like crap. We should be able to bury everybody at least, so it's a good thing. I guess everybody else, let's throw in the farmhouse. Let's go ahead and force early harvest on these other ones that haven't been done yet. They're pretty close to it. I think we need to do it before we get too close to September, because then it's just going to spill over into September. And then we'll harvest half of it when it's like 10%. Right, these are done. We got one more in the corner. There we go. So we should be good for next year. We just need these things to get plowed and sowed, and then we can pull everybody off. Oh, no, still have some seeding to do. Well, on the bright side, our berries are in really good shape. We were able to get above 500 that time. So I don't feel too bad about taking on a couple more families if it means we can get more veggies. But we really need to get, we need to get more logs. Why don't we harvest everything up here? That way it doesn't interfere with our woodcutters. All right, we got the bodies, I believe. Yeah, we got the bodies. So why don't we pull everybody out now? That's the one thing that's good about the beekeeping is you can just throw people on there no matter what the season is. we can kind of control what we do. Like when we have extra people to assign, we just throw a bunch of apiaries, and it's totally fine. We can make this whole area and this triangle into apiary. Just don't think we need to do it. We've got veggies and apples coming. The apples are going to take some time. Once they're up, they're up. Let's just try and get through it, and we can get a little bit more timber. Yeah, we're getting timber coming in now. That's really good. Our ale is starting to go down slightly. Oh, you know what it is? It's because these guys have nowhere to put it. Oh, this guy does. This guy does not. Yeah, it seems like the tavern pulls from the closest, and if they run out, then they go here, but mostly they're just going here. So this brewery is not... Probably would make sense to upgrade this one again. Yeah, why don't we do that? That'll give them 4 families. This will just be like the spillover, the extra. That's fine. If we can get through all this malt, that would be pretty nice. Might want to take another tavern keeper too, so they can restock it. I feel like they're gonna not be able to keep up with demand soon. Just every time we add a new family, it just makes it that much harder. We're on our last spear. We need another 35 people. 16, 15, no, 17 families. But like I said, we're gonna get that from upgrading these, and I think we should probably just keep doing that. And then these guys will all do eggs. There's 5 more, so that'll be 10 more families. That almost puts us where we need to be. Alright, these guys need to wait for families to come in, and then they'll be in good shape. September. Oh, crap. Pull them off, pull them off. Yep. I didn't do it fast enough. They got to some of the... They started harvesting some of them, you idiots. Don't do that. Alright, this is looking pretty good. I really do want to get these... Oh, they can do it. Yeah, I'm going to get this veggie garden up. And this one doesn't even have fuel. Come on, fuel stall. I noticed it was struggling. Can we destroy clothing? No, we can't. We really need it. We have... Well, it doesn't matter. We have 2 firewood stalls. They're just not doing it. I'm going to get another storehouse going, and then I guess we'll have to have him help. Here we go. So we're maxed out. We can take all our perks now. So 1, 2, 3. We got 3 to pick. Do we want to get deep mining? And the question is, the answer is probably no. 3,300. We would have to lose. We would have to literally have 3,300 people die. There's no way we go through that many. So I think deep mining is probably wasted in this run. Charcoal would be okay. I wouldn't mind it, actually. It's also not necessary, but we could. And then advanced armor making, for sure we need that. I feel like beekeeping would be pretty nice to have. We have 2 development points, though. So if we don't get charcoal burning is nice, though, because then it takes care of the fuel. We don't ever have fuel issues. So I kind of want it just for that. Yeah, I have to think about that. I'm not sure. Just waiting for September to finish up. I think we need to get a few more farms here, though. I've noticed that our bread took a nosedive. We're half of what we're usually at. We're at 171. I think we're usually around 350 to 400, and we just haven't been using it. It seemed like as soon as we upgraded to tier 3, they are using a lot more of that food. So they're not just eating berries, which is fine. Whoops, that is not what I want to do. I want to put farm plots. So we should have barley here. Yep. And let's get a little bit more wheat here. We have a few pieces of wheat. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 down here. So we have some wheat. We don't really need any more flax for quite a while. I think we have 200 in the warehouse. We've got 2 more pieces of land out here, so that's another 150. That I highly doubt we're gonna burn through all that. That's a lot. So we are short. Let's see, 150 to 180. We're short about 30 people. Wait, does that include this? That might actually include our retinue as well, which is not what I don't want that included in there. Let me see. We're short 3 and 7 is 10, 31. Yeah, we are short 31. Okay, so we do need to get these numbers up. 31. Yeah, we probably need to produce a few more of these too, actually. Why don't we do that? Let's unpause these. So shields and all that. The helmets as well, because we're going to burn through some of those. The other thing is, we could alleviate some of our food issues if we produce a building that actually produces food quickly. Well, not quickly, but consistently. We could unlock the apiary. We could do both the charcoal burning and the beekeeping. I just feel like we don't even need the beekeeping, but it's like, what else are we going to do, though? We definitely don't need deep mining. Like, we still have 3,000 to go through. 3,300. There's 0 chance we burn through all that, like I said. We need, what, 30 more, and then we just need to replace losses with each fight, which is going to be, 20 or 30 a fight, maybe. So really, really small numbers, most likely. I'm also thinking about getting the full plate upgrade. It's probably better if you're selling items because this thing's worth 24 gold each. But it seems like you don't get that big of a deal. Like, it costs you 17 instead of 34, and the money goes right back to the regional wealth, which is nice. You're basically paying yourself. But then I could just spend 34, not have to spend a perk point and all that iron to do it. And I'm only going to need it for 24 of these guys. So it's not like it's a huge cost necessarily. It is kind of a lot, but the other thing, we have a decent amount of Gambison. Let's go ahead and switch this back to close. I would like to get a little more stockpile of that. Ale at 199, that's not... So yeah, we could... I don't think Master Armor Making is the pick. I also don't think Deep Mining is the pick. I think I'm going to try Beekeeping. I've only used it when I was testing, and it wasn't very good, but I guess in this case, when we have 36 unassigned people and we only need maybe half of those to do farming, it's probably not a bad idea. So we'll set one up, and I'm just going to set some straight grids. Everybody's favorite. Just want to make it as compact as possible. We get a couple rows. 15 times 6. That should be a decent amount. I don't know if we need more workers. We may need more people to work those, but that's fine because we're going to be upgrading more burgage plots to level 3 anyways. We do have... Shoot, we have a lot of timber too. Why don't we cut back on the timber? We don't need 9 people. Let's go and put another person in the weaver's workshop. Let's get that pumping. Yeah, okay, so this should be good. Let's run with it. But you know what we did not do, actually? We didn't select chickens for these. So let's do chicken coops. That should help some. Yeah, we got these as well that we didn't do any upgrade for. Yeah, all these tier 3s I want to have chicken coops. But we still don't have anybody in this. Yeah, shoot. We need to get somebody in that burgage plot. Alright, we are... Looks like we're getting claimed. So obviously we don't want to get claimed. We should probably do it before we do any kind of farming. Now, most of the time when they claim the home territory, they just spawn right at the bottom of the map. So I'm gonna... Let's muster everybody up beforehand. I love how just about everybody has the Gambison on. That makes such a big difference. Unfortunately, we can't weed out these guys. At least not yet. These level 1 guys, they don't have Gambison. But most everybody else does. Let's get everybody out. We could go for some mercenaries. I think we're kind of past the whole mercenary phase. But let's just boost up our retinue. Get them out. We'll get some action with them as well. Now we have corpse pits right here. So as soon as we're done with the fight, we could just use those. Let's go ahead and defend. Alright, it's going to make us go up there. Enemy spotted. They hired some mercenaries. Oh wow, yeah, they spawned right on top of us, so I was right. Let's push them. Squeeze them right under the edge of the map so the archer can't go anywhere. There we go. Yeah, they're not even responding. Now, unfortunately, he ran through his own lines, which is kind of silly. You shouldn't be able to do that, but that's what he did. Alright, we're still going to catch the archers. We're going to sandwich them. We'll come from behind. Oh, crap. No, do not sandwich. I don't want my retinue to get 1v18 or whatever. So we'll use these guys to kite around a bit. Everybody should be pushing forward. We need to put the pressure on these guys. Alright, they broke. That's the archers. Let's try and relieve some stress here in the middle. Alright, we can get these guys in there as well. I'm a little concerned about getting flanked here, but there's not much we can do about it. Yeah, they flanked. Alright, can I get these guys to help? Yeah, we're gonna lose some of these guys, unfortunately. Pretty sure. Oh wow, we took some heavy losses. 17. Oh wow, we just lost a bunch of retinue. Yep, we're gonna lose our whole retinue. Probably should not have charged them in. Yeah, that was unnecessary. Now, they did hire some mercenaries. 2 bands of brigands, which is such a waste of time, but we're gonna have to deal with them. Alright, let's go ahead and unpause the corpse pits. Yeah, we're gonna get a massive amount of people on corpse pits. There's supposed to be 2 of these guys. I don't know where the second one is. And of course he's gonna hit our retinue first. There we go. Yeah, I can't even see what's going on. Oh well. Let's charge everybody in. Alright, we got it. That should be it. Let's go ahead and disband. Yeah, we took some losses there for sure. We need to get some equipment back. People will get replaced very quickly. I'm not really that concerned about it. We do need to get rid of the bodies though. So all hands on deck when it comes to the corpse pits. We have like 24, 28. We have almost 30 people on corpse pits. Well, plus 3 in the church, so even more. 53 bodies need burial. That's going to be bad if the bodies persist for too much longer. 64, what the heck, it's going up? We can't do much else. I mean, we have a massive amount of corpse pits all over the place, so I don't know what else we can do. Okay, so we're still working on helmets. Yeah, helmets. 49. I think that's probably okay. I'm going to switch this. I want to start getting chainmail or mail armor. I want to get that going. It's going to be a long time to outfit everybody, but that's fine. We have a lot of time and we have a lot of iron, so should be good. We're still not getting issues with the dead bodies, which is good. We got 34 left. Holy crap, man, that's a lot of bodies. November. Oh, this is bad. We didn't. Well, no, actually, it's fine. None of our crops are ready, anyways. I was just thinking we missed our chance, but that's not the case. So we can upgrade our apples to level 4. That's huge. And these guys still don't have fuel. Come on, fuel. That's like the easiest one to fulfill. We can fix that though. Why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and get a charcoal kiln. I don't want to get a big operation of charcoal. I just want to have enough to satisfy or to throw in the stalls. So I'm not going to do a lot. Just the one. Maybe we'll put like 1 or 2 people in it and that should be fine. All right, these beehives need to be staffed. So let's get people in those. Okay, dead bodies are good. Let's go ahead and pause all these. So there's not really much we can do. November, December. Yeah, we could replant some of these, but I think we're just going to leave it. Just leave it the way it is. It's fine. We got a good amount of berries, so we should be okay for the winter. We're getting, I don't know how much. We're going to get a lot of honey from this, though. And I think it's probably smart to go back to the bloomery and the iron mine. I'm pretty sure we're going to blow through a ton of this. And then our ale went back up to 224. That's good. We have 81 barley and 84 malt, so we still have a decent amount. Flax is going... Alright, December. Let's go ahead and pause all these. Got new families rolling in. So that should help us cap out. Yeah, we're pretty close. Alright, we are starting to get mail armor. So some of these guys are wearing mail. That's good. Oh, the gambeson got used up too. Shoot. How many... We have a lot of clothing. I think we could probably pull that back. Let's go back to gambeson. How's the honey coming? We got 1. That means we might have some actually in our marketplace already. 4. No, not that much. It's good though. It is helping. It is definitely helping because I can see it in some of the houses. Their food varieties are being satisfied. All right, we can get this up to Burgage Plot level 3. So that's both. Both of our veggies are going to upgrade. That should make some difference. The apples are starting to come in. They still need time though. Yeah, it's only been like 1. I don't know. I don't think it's even been 2 years yet. Oh, we're getting really close. Yeah, 17 more people and then we're maxed. We got raiders at Nuslocha. 4 of them, that's fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fight them off map so that we don't have to bury anybody. We're just gonna leave their bodies out here. Alright, that's everybody. That was pretty easy. We got 10,000, so we can take 5 territories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a little bit more. We can start taking land back pretty soon. Once we're capped, I don't even know if we need the retinue, to be honest. I think we can probably do it with just our spearmen. They're so strong when you get all the armor on them. It's really strong. We did use quite a few helmets here. Yeah, we need to switch that back. It's all right. We have a little bit of stockpile. We can absorb it. We are starting to get a decent amount of money. We get 1,000. That's more than we've had the entire game. It's pretty good. So I think, let's see, what upgrades can we do? We still need to upgrade these to tier 3. These all need to go tier 3 and eggs, I guess. How are our eggs anyways? 39, and we have how many in the shops? Only 11. Yeah, that's not enough to cover. Yeah, we are chewing through the bread now. It's really interesting. Well, either way, we need to get more families because we don't have max units right now. We need to get to max. So let's go ahead and upgrade 4 more. That'll be 8 more families. That will pretty much put us there. I think we'll be 1 short. So actually, we need to find 1 more. We'll do one of these back here, maybe. Oh, not the artisans. Seems like our approval rating is pretty high consistently. So I'm going to bump up our taxes to 2% instead of 1. We'll do it slowly, make sure we can absorb it. My biggest concern is I don't want to have a high taxation rate carry over to previous, and then if we lose our ale, like if we miscalculate a year and we don't produce ale, I don't want everybody to just abandon the whole town. That would be pretty tragic. All right, March, we got our berry pickers ready, because that is the primary focus. We do have 447 berries, so that's actually, now that I think about it, let's pull that back. We have some herbs. Let's upgrade 1 more to the herb garden. This one has herb garden, but I'd like to do 1 more. Yeah, that'll help people from getting sick all the time. Let's go ahead and staff this one fully. Actually, these 2 can be staffed fully. What else are we missing? How's our charcoal? Is our fuel? Yeah, we've got some fuel. We got charcoal to fill in the gaps. Like I said, I don't really think we need that much charcoal. Just like 2 or 3 to make sure those ones that are getting kind of left out, we'll make sure that those people have it. And right off the bat, there's nothing that we should be... Well, there is one that we can harvest right away, so let's do that. And then these two are getting plowed, so that should be... Oh, we used all our malt. That is actually... No, we didn't use all our barley, though. Where are you guys... They're transporting? You're getting the barley from here, I guess. Right, yeah, everything needs to be used now, so no off-season. We're going to go straight from barley to wheat. I think we're good on flax. 151 linen. No, we probably still need a few, but maybe not as much. So we're going to force harvest anything that's within like one or two is fine. Our army is so close to being capped. Yeah, 5 more. Yeah, so we're going to go mostly barley and wheat at this point. We'll force harvest these. We got this one, these two. Yeah, let's just mark them all. Get them all done because we're probably going to get attacked or raided soon, and I don't want to interrupt my harvest. It's not really fun. There we go. We got more families moving in. That is... We're 1 short, which is weird. We shouldn't have an odd number. That means somebody's probably still dead. Hasn't respawned yet, maybe. So I'm trying to switch anything that's like around 40% we can still use. It's fine. Anything else we're going to get rid of. Should have some ox. No, we didn't. I pulled them off. All right, that's fine. And we can... no, I need to build another. Let's build... Actually, we have 10 total. We're only using 4 here. That's 6 to carry trees and all that stuff. That's probably more than enough. All right, and our berries, we're up 700. Oh, wow, look at our bread. 25. So it took a massive dive. Yeah, we need to get our wheat production going soon because we pulled a decent amount. Actually, this one's going to be a big one too. So we need to pull that. And then we need to chill for a little bit so we can thresh. I think I'm going to put thresh priority at high and see if that helps. Doesn't seem to help. They just ignore it. It seems like they just want to do whatever they want to do. So we'll have to wait till everything's plowed then. That's fine. Not the end of the world. I'm just going to double check one time, make sure everything, like this one is not supposed to be flax. So that's a mistake. Let's change that. We'll go barley. Nothing below 30%. Like this one is definitely not supposed to be going. Let's go ahead with barley again. Do we have too many barley? No, we have a decent amount of wheat. The wheat doubles, so whatever it says, double that, and that's how much bread we get. So we really don't need that much. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll leave that. They should be handling their business. Now we still don't have anybody moved into this yet, unfortunately. And we pretty much burned through all of our helmets. Shields and spears, I think we're okay. We have 50. That's a pretty good amount. That'll replace losses for at least 1, maybe 2 battles. Gambison is getting kind of high too. I think I'm going to switch that back to clothing. We'll use up the rest of the dyes, and then we'll switch back off of it. And we are getting a decent amount of mail. As soon as we run out of helmets, we'll switch it back. We want to stay at least like 50 to 60 of each item, and that'll help replace losses. Okay, here we go. We're starting to get some grain. That means we need to put some people on the windmill, communal oven. Let's get a couple communal ovens here. Now, it does look like everything got planted. I just want to make sure all the wheat gets threshed. As soon as that's done, we're going to put these on pause. And we're just out of bread, but we're starting to bake it. So it's kind of perfect timing. Oh, we're getting raided again. We literally just dealt with the raid. So we should have no problem with influence then because we're getting so many. There we go. Again, we want to fight off our territory. Don't really care about morale. Much more interested in not having to bury bodies. Alright, we lost a single troop there, it looks like. Yeah, we lost 1 person. So no biggie. Wait, did we not get any barley? Wait, what happened to our barley? Oh, crap, man. We only have 189. There's no way that lasts. That's like 2 months. Oh, what happened? Wait a second. I am so confused. It's not showing any. I don't see any of the storehouses. Yeah, this is really bad. I swear we just did a harvest. We just did a harvest. Most of this is wheat, so we're only going to get 1, 2, 3 barleys. That's not going to be enough. We're going to have like 2 years of entertainment issues. Oh, man. It's going to be rough. Wait, what? Something has to be up here. We have 61 malt, so we still have some malt. I guess we just converted it really fast. In the previous episode, we defended against 3 raids, defended a claim from the Baron, got charcoal and honey perks, and nearly enough influence to challenge for all the territories. Okay, well, we got bread at least, so food should be fine for a while. We have a massive amount of food. I would like to get a little bit more honey as well. We have so many people here just not doing squat. So let's at least put them to work getting a little bit of food. Like I said, it's not a lot. It's like 6 per month. But I guess it's better than nothing. So we should probably depending on how many chain mail we have. Mail armor. Okay, so we're starting to stack them up. I think we have more mail than we have actual people to wear it. And that means our Gambeson are going to be shooting through the roof, which is good. We already switched over to the cloth, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And we probably used all our dyes. Yep. So we just have a little bit of clothes. I don't mind having somebody in the dyer for maybe a year or so, and we'll get that stockpile up so we don't have to worry about it, because I will probably forget. And then we should probably start claiming some territory soon, fighting these guys. I'm a little concerned that they're going to come raid us. Or we're going to get raided as soon as we leave our territory. That would not be good. These guys are walking pretty far to get to the granary. So what I'm thinking we could do is we could just build a new granary over here and have it only accept honey, and then cancel honey on that one. That might work. How many stone do we have? We have 35 stone. It's not a lot. And then what we'll probably do is just put a single stall over here just for the honey. And that'll probably be fine. Alright, our timber's getting low again. It is October, which means we could harvest if there's anything. We should probably harvest this one. Wait, what? I keep forgetting to turn off early harvest. We got a bunch of these things getting loud. Not what I wanted. Oh, that's my bad. Got all these. Wait, how did every single one? I am just making very bad plays here today. This one still has it. All these have it. Alright, well, this one actually was supposed to have it. Whoops. Yeah, turn that back on. And then these other ones need to grow still. Nice. Our apples are coming in nicely. We got 143. Now I'm going to turn everything off here, except for honey. And then I'm going to turn honey off here. And we'll put just a single person in charge here. That should be fine. And we'll wait till they get a little bit of honey, and then see we can see if they'll open up a stall. Now, why are they transporting honey? Well, let's see where they're actually going. Are they going to the market stall? Yeah, they are. They're actually taking it directly to the stall. Interesting. Now, that's not a typical behavior, I think, right? Is it these guys that are doing it? It is. It's the people working here. They're not even in charge of a stall. So why are they stocking the stall? That is not normal. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're doing that. Oh, there we go. We got people working here finally. Yeah, some people moved into this house. So 1 out of 4. We need a few more, and then we'll get some more veggies. Imin Ruth. Again, we literally just defended an attack. Alright, well, here we go again. Let's, I'm gonna save these guys until we get them maxed out. And even then, we should probably get the garrison tower as well. Yeah, I don't really want to use the retinue until we get them maxed out, because it's pretty painful to lose a bunch of them. Now, this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go all the way down. So if they wanna fight us, and they want to come in from here, we're just gonna be immediately on top of them. Alright, something spawned up here. This looks like mercenaries, though. That doesn't look like the right units. Yep, here they go. They spawn right on top of us. This looks like Banner Lord spawns. So I'm going to move a few people up here to defend. These other 3 are going to try and collapse on these guys. Oh, this is a mess. Yeah, there's not much we can do here. We just got to fight it out. I think we have better troops, though. Yeah, we do. On the bright side, we do have a good morale hit. We get a morale boost, I mean. Yeah, the weight of our numbers too much. Alright, so that's everybody. We gotta deal with raiders now, or these mercenary guys. On the bright side, there's only a couple more to hire, and then they're all used up. I just want them to be gone so we don't have to deal with them anymore. I also wish there was a hotkey for the pause button. That would make life a lot easier. I think what we'll do is we'll pause these 2. Alright, that's it. We surrounded them, squished them, and then now we're just chasing the archers again, like usual. Alright, we have a massive amount of bodies to clean up. That's gonna be a pain, but let's deal with it. So we already have enough to replace all the losses, so it's really not a problem, these battles. We just have to make sure we have the equipment. Yeah, we have plenty of people. We have a little too many. And we're actually short on helmets now too, which I think is probably the more important one. So let's switch back to helmets. Let's pull the mining pit off. We just have too much. 2800. Memory can still work, that's fine. We should probably go on the offensive pretty quickly here. But we still need to... Let's deal with the bodies, and then we'll round everybody up, and then go take some land. Maybe we'll do 2. Yeah, we'll have like a winter campaign, I think. And now would be a good time to turn back on all of our stuff. Although I don't think we need Gambeson. No, we have plenty of Gambeson. Yeah, that sucks, man. Our ale is going to go to 0. It's pretty much out. Although that doesn't include the 90-something we have in the tavern already, so it'll help us survive another month and a half or so. I guess it's better than nothing. But on the bright side, our approval is very high, so we can absorb it for a little bit. And then come March, we really need to get the barley first. All right, I'm pretty sure we got everybody. No, we did not. There's just so many bodies. It's crazy. Let's pause all the corpse pits. They seem to be full now. So food situation, we're back up to 450 bread. That's really good. Veggies are coming in nicely. Apples are still hanging in there. Probably because they're not getting eaten at all, if I had to guess. That's the most likely scenario. We've got a few more eggs we can make here. These eggs are kind of steady, but not really going up. So why don't we just buy a couple more chicken coops? And we'll see if that helps. I'm just trying to plan out what else we need to do here. I think it's just a matter of taking stuff. So we're not really doing anything imperative right now. I think we can... Oh, also this granary is a complete waste. Since they just take it directly to the food stalls. You know what we could do? Maybe we could just start a food stall here. Let's see if they'll actually start one. We'll do 2 stalls. Let's see what happens. Food stall, firewood stall. That's fine. Okay, so let's see if they path here instead now. Transporting honey. They're just walking right by it for some reason. I'm gonna leave it up for a month or so and just see when we come back. Maybe they'll be doing something. Now, I don't think we can go on campaign now. It's February. Next month is March. We do have to be careful here. Could we get one done before the end of the month? Yeah, actually we could. It just turned March, so why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and buy some more retinue. Actually, I'm going to take the retinue out too. We've got 11 of them. That's probably enough. They can actually be useful now. I do want to upgrade their equipment, but we'll have to wait. All right, let's go ahead and claim the territory. So we'll claim right in the middle, Waldebrand. And then hopefully they stop claiming our home territory and we can just defend outside of the homeland. It's interesting when you put on the mail armor, you do get 1 charge. So that's kind of nice. And then the armor goes up pretty high, 10 or 11, depending on how much mail and how much you have. What in the actual hell is this? They hired all the mercenaries, didn't they? So they have double what we have. If they're gonna run back like that, we can maybe do it. I don't know. This is so stupid though. How the hell did they get all these people? Like every fight we do, it's pretty normal. We may have to back out of this one and just let them have it. Maybe that'll cause them to waste their mercenary troops. I'm still gonna try and take out as many as I can. Like we can probably get some of the archers maybe. There's 1 archer down. No, we can't catch them. They're just gonna keep running. Yeah, this is gonna be really costly. I think we just give up. I don't think it's a good fight. It's not a smart fight. Maybe if we had full retinue with the armor and everything, we might be able to do something, but oh well. Okay, we're giving up. Piss off, dude. So we left the circle. It should just automatically end. Are they really gonna make us fight this? Like, what the hell, dude? I'm backing out. Alright, this game is really infuriating. This is kind of pissing me off. Yeah, they're just gonna make us fight it. This is freaking dumb. We should have the option to back out. Can we send him like a diplomatic thing? This is battle in progress. This should have been over. What are they doing? Are they still here? Can we can't attack them. I'm just gonna disband my troops. I don't know what we're... Yeah, there goes. Battle lost. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. It's fine. All it cost us was a little bit of influence. It's not a big deal. We have so much influence. And they got more troops. That's not even the same group that attacked us right here. Holy hell. I guess we should have kept hiring mercenaries. I didn't think we needed to, but there you go. Alright, we got a lot of farming to get done here. We are completely out of barley. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's go through. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not that much barley to be had here. We need to switch it over this year. Let's go ahead and force early harvest on all the barley first. Alright, looks like eggs came here and firewood came here, so we're just going to delete these. That's not useful at all. So it would have been smarter to build the apiary somewhere else. Can we move them? No, we'd have to deconstruct them all. We could build them all right here. Alright, let's do one thing at a time. So I think we're just going to switch between barley and wheat. We don't need any flax for a while. Pretty sure, yeah. 192 linen, there's no way we need it. Although, now that I look at the numbers, I highly doubt we're going to need the wheat as well. We have a lot. So that's all the barley. Let's make sure it gets back in time so we don't lose it in the field. Yeah, that's looking good. So, yeah, we have a lot of stuff that needs to be picked in. Okay, let's just do that. Let's cut everything. There we go. We're out of ale. So the downward spiral begin. Oh, minus 25 entertainment. Yep, we're going to lose. We are going to lose everything, aren't we? Right at the very end. Because I misjudged my ale. That would be pretty sad, actually. We can build more barley over here. So I think we'll do that. Let's go and demolish this thing. All right, we need more barley fields. So we're going to get more over here. We'll be fine if we can just survive until we get another harvest of barley. The good thing is we have a lot of varieties, and we're going to turn off taxation, so we shouldn't be getting that on the next one. I also didn't get... Yeah, we need to get a bunch of foraging done. What else can we turn off? We can turn these off, actually. Yeah, we don't need timber. We've got plenty. And stocks are good. Shields, spears, helmets. It's all looking good. Gambeson's looking really good, too. We definitely don't need any more Gameson. We don't have any more dyes. So I think this one just stays on pause. And then we'll just regulate our linen output from now on, because we don't need hardly any of it. This one doesn't have any chickens. Tier 3. Let's upgrade that. Eggs are still kind of lagging behind, but I think they're starting to shoulder some of the burden here. Because it looks like our berries aren't taking quite as much of a hit. Oh, we have a lot of barley. We just don't have anybody in the freaking malt house. What am I doing? Let's plant a massive amount of barley here. And I keep forgetting to turn off early harvest. So I'm going to go around and just double check everything. Here we go. We're getting raided from Settlebits. Oh, these guys are going to attack them for us. Nice. The mercenaries. Why are they? I don't even know why they're still in the field. Maybe they didn't make it off the map yet. Okay, so I think we got just about everything organized here. We should have... Oh man, they're swarming this thing like a bunch of flies. This loco's getting attacked. Yeah, we're just gonna get drowned, aren't we? Starting to think this iron deposit, maybe we should have done the deep mine. Probably not, but maybe. We don't have access to mercenaries, do we? Nope. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. We got plenty of helmets. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to the mail. We need to get those... We need to get all these guys outfitted. Because not everybody has mail that should have it. And that'll help our stats quite a bit. Man, if we fight this, we have to fight this group too. They're already there. I guarantee you, if we fight them now, this is going to be here. They're going to spawn another group, and then we're going to have to freaking... I don't think we have a choice, though. And it's right in the middle of harvesting season, too. So it's like the worst possible time. Trying to see if we can get a jump on these guys if we get close enough. Alright, they spawned in over here. We could probably just cut them off. We don't need to even go to the battlefield, I think. We'll just come down here and beat them up. Now, it looks like that other group did despawn, so that's a little bit of a help. They're going to send their archers again early, so we're just going to get close, and we'll sprint. Just swallow them whole. Yep, there you go. They didn't even have to fight. Are they going to do the same thing and send these guys? What is the AI doing right now? Alright, another one down, so that's 2 down. We didn't lose a single troop yet. Still got to deal with the retinue, that's the tough one. But he's up here by himself, so we're just going to surround and pound him. He's not even going to have a chance. Yep, they broke. And we didn't lose a single troop there. I don't know what they're doing. They keep running. This is really bizarre. Yeah, doesn't matter. We're just bullying people. Alright, that should be it. Yeah, this is pretty bad, actually. If we don't get back in time, July, August... We'll have 2 months before and 2 months after. I really wish you could just turn off the harvesting season and just do it yourself. Yeah, autumn... we have to pretty much completely skip September. You can always tell where I am in the campaign based on if I'm complaining or not. Usually at the very end, I'm starting to get tired of the campaign, and it's like, not that I want it to be over, but it's like all the little things are starting to add up. So we're winning, we're in the circle. What else do you want us to do, man? There's like nobody on the map. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the militia out so we can actually get some work done this month. We'll leave the retinue in the circle at least. There we go. We really need to get these fields done. We've got 800 berries, so we're still able to maintain the berries. That's good. And it looks like everybody's happy with the food, even though we're having issues with entertainment with the ale. They're still not going too bad. I guess we did just get an influx of ale, so that should be fine. We'll be fine. If we don't get it 100% of the time, I think we'll still be alright. I don't see anybody out here yet. You know what? I just realized we already plowed everything. Yeah, there's nothing for us to do. We didn't have to rush back. Because we have bread. We still have 461 grain. Gee. I'm going to pull off the bread maker. Or at least we'll keep flour as the bottleneck. We're not going to process any more flour. And then we'll just save that grain. Yeah, look at how much we have. Our storage is almost full, so... Oh, wow, we have a lot. Oh, wow. Let's not take any more herbs. We've already collected over 100. What we could do is... Why don't we create another granary? Wait, what is going on here? Enemy sighted? We already beat them. Again? How many times are we going to beat these guys? Well, on the bright side, our farmers are done. So I guess there's not really much else we need to do, we can just pause everything anyways. Yeah, I don't think we're harvesting anything this year. We're gonna have to wait till next year. Well, this wheat can, but I mean, we're not doing anything with it anyways. Okay, well, here we go again. So let's get there so our retinue's not by themselves. No, stop getting stuck in the house, please. Alright, here we go. Same game plan, I guess. Instantly broke. As soon as we touched them, they broke. It's funny. I don't know what they're doing. Alright, yeah, I was gonna say they just basically gave up. Now what we can do is we can claim Valdebrand again. Let's see if they contest it. We'll probably have to fight these guys again, but that's fine. Yeah, there they go. They're coming back. So at the very least, if they send another army, we should be able to wipe these guys out quickly and then section whoever else comes off later. But this may actually be the only one that they send, and that's good because we already killed the archers. We don't have to deal with that. Right, these guys are just going to try and flank. We'll wipe them out before they have a chance. Right, I'm going to have my retinue come and help. Yeah, I got these guys set to stand your ground, so they'll be on defense, holding off 2v1 until these guys can wipe them out, and then we'll swing back around. Alright, we wiped them out. Let's lean our numbers on these guys. Oh yeah, they're taking us out. We lost quite a few. Doesn't matter though, because we have so many people left. I should have flanked around. Alright, they're all broke. And looks like we got the win. So we'll take our win. Let's just disband. And I believe the only thing we're making right now is chainmail, or mail armor. We'll continue that. Surprised we still haven't capped out. I guess we had quite a few people that are the tier 3. How many do we have anyways? 88 families are level 3 and only 14 are level 2. So most likely what's happening is as they grab mail, they're putting down the Gambeson, I guess. I'm going to turn the taxation back on again, just a little bit, only the 1%. We have 3 grand, so that'll give us 30 a month. Every 2 months we can hire a new retinue. We could probably turn that up a bit more aggressive soon, but I think for now that should be good. So I'm going to turn these back on. They're not quite back to full, but they're above 30%, so it's fine. We'll run it, see what happens. We should have a pretty big influx of barley next year, and then that should solve our problems for at least a year or 2. All right, I haven't checked our supply, and it looks like berries, bread, eggs, veggies, and apples. We are full. Everybody's happy. Our veggies are going through the roof, and the apples too. Crap. So it looks like they're starting to eat stuff, but they're leaving these 2 alone, because there's no way we're producing that much with just these 3 farms. I think we'll just max out our storehouses. We have a lot of people that we can throw around. Still have people on the berry farms. We have a ton of planks. Let's go ahead and pull this guy off. Yeah, still no mail armor, but like I said, the Gambeson are being replaced. So most likely everybody's putting those down as soon as they get the mail. And it looks like we've got more mail than anything else. So that's a really good sign. Yeah, armor shoots up to 12 too. Now keep in mind, these retinue have armor of 16. So a fully armored militia is pretty darn close to them. All right, it is October, so we need to unpause and seed these fields. So let's get 3 groups of 8 on it. Oh, I don't want to force early harvest. Nothing else on early harvest. I don't know why I keep missing these. You know, it would have been a smarter move. Towards this point of the game, we probably don't even need the hunting the wild animals. It's just such a waste of time. We don't need the leather or the hides. It's not really helping much. I guess it helps a little bit. But we could always just do a single, what do you call it, the goat farm. And we'd pretty much have double whatever this thing's going to give, I would imagine. And then we could just draw a circle around the berries so we don't accidentally destroy them. And then just build right around them. We can cut down all the forest around it anyways. And then just wall that in. December, it is time to go campaigning. Right, let's go ahead and take Ike now. Yeah, we'll do that one next. We'll just wrap our way around. We got 5 left to go. We have enough influence for 3. So we'll have to figure out how to get the other 2. We'll probably get raided a couple times, which will give us enough, I think. So let's see what they do this time. So they are defending. There we go. There's the army. Should just be them. Mercenaries are all gone at this point. There we go. Got another one. So these are going to be pretty easy up until we get to the last battle. The last battle's going to be tough because they're going to have like twice our numbers. So let's very quickly get back into our own territory. December, January, February. I guess we could probably do another one. Let's go pick up some more numbers. Yeah, we'll refresh our losses. I think we only lost like 2 people, 3 people maybe. It was pretty small. which probably... Yeah, I guess we can produce some more stuff. Oh, we're out of ale, aren't we? Yeah, it's happening again. There's not much we can do until the next year, though, which we're not too far away from, and we have a lot of ale. Yeah, we got a lot of ale coming. Food's fine, so we can just focus on that for a while. Just the ale. Right, the linen is fine. Clothing's fine. Yeah, all this stuff's fine. So I'm thinking probably the tailor shop we can pause. I don't think we need anything from them anymore. I'm gonna unpause both of these though, because we're gonna start taking some losses. Armor shop is still making mail, but yeah, you know what, we've got helmets still. We've got some reserve. So let's just keep making mail. If we get all these guys outfitted, we're gonna be in really good shape. We have 14 families that are level 2, so I'd love to get those guys up as well. Right, they lost all their stamina, so I'm gonna just keep doing this until it doesn't screw us over. Alright, no running. And I'm gonna wait for the monthly tick, and we'll pull the retinue out, because I would like to get a little bit more retinue in here, but we're getting raided. But that's actually not bad, because that means we'll get a little bit more influence. We won't have to donate food. I mean, we probably can donate food soon. We're starting to get to that tipping point. Let's head back. We can defend here. Yeah, I was hoping to take another piece of land, but looks like that may not be doable here. Now, we are starting to stack up the honey, it looks like. Yeah, honey's stacking up too. So we have a lot. Everybody's happy with the food variety. We just need to get the ale under control. They're coming in really fast, so let's sprint. And my guys are stuck. What are they doing? They're stuck on a building. Let's make sure they don't go on a road. I feel like they're going to try and kill one of our oxen again. Seems like when they see the oxen, they just immediately start running for them. There we go. And we didn't lose... We didn't lose anybody, did we? No, we didn't lose anybody. We do need to disband, though, because we need to get rid of these bodies or they're going to really cause us some trouble. So let's unpause these corpse pits. Right, one thing I wanted to check and see is if there is a hotkey to pause buildings. I don't think there is, though. Yeah, that definitely needs to be a thing. I will make that request. But once you get to this stage and you have a lot of stuff that you're shifting people around annually, that needs to be a thing for sure. That's a lot of work. And it would be really nice if you could add buildings to control groups. Because, like, let's say I could just do a control group for all these corpse pits and do them all at once. I could press, maybe I could hold control and select them all, put them in a control group, and then just select them quickly, hotkey to unpause, and then select them and pause them again when they're all done. I don't know. Seems like it'd be a good idea, but who knows. Right, these bodies are all buried, I think. I think we can go now. So let's pause all these again. This is definitely unnecessary. You should not have to do this, but that's all right. Transporting. Somebody's still transporting. I'm going to leave some people in the church just in case they still are dealing with some bodies. And we can add one more retinue. Right, let's go ahead and claim so we can get that going. Settle beats. And we can do 2 more after this. And then we'll just have to save up a little for the final. Yeah, I think maybe the key is to do it right after you get raided. So you don't have to worry about running back. Alright, we're in the territory. Alright, lack of entertainment is becoming a pretty big issue. I'm going to go ahead and turn off taxation for now. But we need to avoid going below 50 if we can. Because it can spiral pretty quickly, and then you'll end up just losing a massive amount of people. Okay, what's going on here? They don't want to defend? Are they going to make us wait a whole month? Yeah, they're going to make us wait. Well, shoot, if they're going to make us wait, maybe we can just do 2 at once. That's alright. We'll just stay patient. Alright, here we go. Nice. So hopefully we can finish this up before March starts. And I guess if we make our town big enough, we wouldn't even need to worry about hiring militia because there's so many people. So the AI seems to be doing the exact same thing every time, which is unfortunate because I remember in the content creator patch, they were doing some pretty crazy tactics. Now it just seems like they repeat themselves. Alright, let's go ahead and reposition here so we can flank this guy quickly. I'm going to do a 3v1. And then we'll worry about rotating and dealing with these guys in a second. And we'll send a retinue to get those weak guys out of here. Yeah, they're already smashing them. Oh, wow. The retinue broke. We'll get these guys all lined up, ready for a charge. Yep, that's it. We lost. One of our groups actually lost a decent amount. Yeah, it lost about 8. We lost 11 people in total, which is still pretty much nothing. But we need to get back immediately. Let's go probably sprint back. February. Yeah, it's still not March, so that was perfect timing. Our approval dipped below 50%. That's really bad. Yeah, we may have a problem here. We can add one more retinue. So we're at 15. Still can't upgrade them yet, though. I don't really think we need the retinue, to be honest. We could probably handle it with just our spear militia. Although the last battle, maybe we'll need it. All right, March, and we still have the forger hut people working there. I forgot about them. All right, March. We need to get as many back into the farm as we can. So probably 3 full. Yeah, 3 full ones. The biggest priority is going to be barley. So we've got a couple right in the front row that are ready to go. So let's get started on that. We got a 70 down here. 84. Yeah, there's some good ones. So we should be fine. We'll give it another month and we'll have our barley production in full swing. And hopefully they're pulling barley back. They are. Okay, sweet. And we have malt house workers. Good. So we'll be fine. Yeah, we're going to cut it off right now. The lack of entertainment issue. Food-wise, we're good as well. So we just need to focus on barley. We've got 1 wheat. Yeah, this is literally all barley. We're going to have close to 1,000 barley maybe. Which, like I said, I would much rather have a bit too much and then not have to scramble for it later. Right, he's trying to claim sell bits, which is annoying because we need to get our barley production going. Alright, we do have some ale in the tavern though, so that should help. That'll slow down the lack of entertainment issue. We can take some time to go defend. Right, these need to go fallow. There's no way we can get away with doing that. But that gives us 206 barley. That should be enough to keep us busy for now. And then, yeah, I think we just have to go, we have to go to war. What else can we do in the meantime? Because there's one person that stays behind, the wife. So we could technically do some more harvesting. It's just going to be really slow, but that's fine. We'll get those 3, and then everything else will leave. Alright, so we're going to defend that. Let's see where they want us. Right here. Yeah, they still, luckily, we'll still get some work done. And malt is still being made. Ale still being made. Yeah, we should be fine. Alright, I think... So the lack of entertainment is going away. I'm going to turn the taxation back on. We should be fine for a while. I'm going to leave it low, though, just 1%. And then our regional wealth is ticking up pretty quickly. It looks like we're just going to have to do the same thing over and over. We'll let them charge our spears. What are they doing? If they're just going to leave this guy out unprotected, we're just going to completely flank and stomp him. There's no way he survives more than a couple seconds there. Same thing with these guys. They're going to get caught, dogpiled, and then their morale is going to break. Right, they're just not playing very well right now. I think that's it. Yeah. Well, we didn't lose a single person. I guess it's not surprising when the AI just does stupid things. Oh crap, our windmill's way over. Yeah, we're gonna waste a lot there, unfortunately. And I can't really let it go to the granary. Actually, we could because we have this granary is like completely empty. That's fine. We'll allow flour for now. Go grab that flour before it gets destroyed. Okay, how are we looking? Barley, that's not going to cut it, so let's cut them loose. Same thing here, 23% not going to work. We might be able to redo it again before the end of the year. It just needs to be on fallow for a little bit. Right, we got a few more that we can harvest. All right, there you go. Everybody's back. We didn't lose a single troop there, so that was good. All right, 155 iron. We still have 2,800. We're still doing just fine. Most of these fields are in good shape. We just need to figure out if we need more bread. I don't think we do. We got 500 in the wings. We got 800 in the granary, so I think we're good there. 961 veggies. All right. Well, yeah, food is not really a concern anymore. Neither is firewood. So do we have 2 people? With just the 1 person. See, that's crazy. This 1 firewood cutter has been able to support this entire town. That is crazy. Yeah, I guess I'm not so much concerned about food consumption, and I'm really concerned about ale consumption. That seems to be the bottleneck. Yeah, as long as maybe what we'll do is we'll build up a stockpile. We'll expand our fields to be more than just this area, and then we'll just make a ton, absolute ton. And our retinue is growing still. In the previous episode, we failed to claim a territory, fought for 3 more territories, and defended one of our own. We can get the last of these. They're only off by 1. I think it's fine. Probably just let them... Yeah, we'll just cut them. Just those 2. You know what we should probably do also? We don't have... Well, we have 231 linen. There's no way we need more linen than that, because we're not even making gambeson anymore. We have a ton of clothing, so linen is, yeah, flax is not a thing. We don't need grain. We literally just need ale. So we'll just wait for barley to get above 30 on some of these. 53. I guess we could wait a little bit longer. Maybe they can get to like 40. But 30 should also be fine. It'd be nice if there was a button where you could hit tab and you could see all three fertilities for the field so you don't have to click and look at each one. Because this is going to be not so fun in the late game. Like right now we only have what, 300 people, but imagine if this was 1,000 people and we had to have that many. Some of these fields definitely need some rest. But what else can we do here? I don't think there's much else to be done. I think we have everything we need. We just need barley to keep kicking, which it is. Our tavern's almost to 100, I think. We'll just keep an eye out for some of these fields that are going to hit 30, and then we should be good. Like, I'm going to switch this one. We'll just get them right at 30. Some of these are back to 30 already, so we'll just start working on them. So we probably need to stop taking veggies. Let's go ahead and ban veggies, and then they will start to pile up at the houses, and then they'll start to get damaged by rain because there's no room for them to go. But we need to do that because we don't want the granary to be completely over full. Yeah, that one's just about full. This one is not quite there yet, but you know, if we have 2 or 3,000 veggies, we're gonna get there pretty quick. Probably need to do the same thing with apples, but I think maybe at 1,000. We'll cut everything off at 1,000. Yeah, same thing with the bread. Holy moly. That's a lot of bread. I'm gonna pull the bread workers actually, and then we'll just manage it that way. Alright, we got two more retinue. Some of these are starting to hit 30%, so we'll try and work them. I also think we should keep somebody on the mining pit. We're starting to run out of slabs. There's still some clay deposit too. Let's just clean that out. We'll keep somebody on the clay furnace and one on the clay mine, and then we can delete those buildings. I want to get this stone back for this. I'm thinking about building another granary. We only have 10 stone. I think it takes 10 stone to upgrade though, so we would have to find another building to delete that has stone in it. Alright, we're gonna early harvest a couple more of these. It's September. Yeah, it's fine. We'll leave everybody in. They need to harvest anyways. These need to go. Stocks damaged. It's probably our veggies. And it is. Yep. That's fine. I don't want them to cut these. No, dude, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Alright, I'm gonna put them on pause. We'll have to harvest next month. They're starting to take out stuff that's just brand new. Yeah, this is only 20%. Oh, man. I wish we had more control over that. Yeah, 25. 29. So some of these are getting close, but we might have to wait till next year. This one we can probably do. Yeah, we'll wait till October and then we'll turn it back on. But we need to harvest this one. We need to finish seeding all these other ones and then we can get back to it. I think we might still have room for a couple more too. Yeah, see there's more out here. We might want to cut this timber down before we clear cut it though because yeah, we're running low on timber again. Same thing with planks. All right, it's October. Let's go ahead and let everybody back in. We got to get ready for campaigning season soon. So let's limit the work area. I want this person to clear out only this area. Okay, I think we're looking okay here. Yeah, a lot of this has been planted. This one's 33%. We can get that going. We'll do one last check. 30%. We can do that one again. Like I said, we probably don't need to go this far overboard, but I want to, just so we don't have to worry about it, because that was kind of scary. We're still dealing with lack of entertainment. It's minus 34, which is massive. Really don't like that. We almost have a full retinue. Yeah, I don't think these other ones are going to be ready in time. Some of these fields, the ones that are getting plowed, they should be okay if the ox gets it done in time. Down to 4 planks. Not surprising. We do have plenty of weapons now. I think we can probably pause these again. Let's pause that. Oh, nice. Our mail armor is starting to come in now. So that means we've got everybody that can wear mail has mail. We still have a couple tier 2s that we can upgrade. I was just trying to get our ale situation in order before I did that. But we could probably do that soon. Yeah, we need a lot of planks to do it though. We'll leave this person on planks. Yeah, that's fine. We'll draw down our veggies. Like I said, we just have way too many veggies. And they're going to start taking over our storage. Alright, this is exhausted. And that means the clay, we won't need this for too much longer. 93 roof tiles. We have more than enough to get our houses up. I think it's probably a bit too late to plant anything at this point. I think we're just going to leave it. If it's in the ground, great. If not, then we'll wait till next year. So how much barley do we have? 297 and 295 malt. We have a lot. Okay, we should be okay now. I think. Yep, I think we're okay. So maybe we can pause for the year. Like, what are you guys doing? Let's just make sure we're not cutting them off. Yeah, I think we're good. We can probably start our campaigning season already. We'll start taking maybe Zweiau in the corner. We've got enough for 2 more. We need to save up a little influence for that last one. We're probably going to get raided soon, though, so I'm a little hesitant to go out. And let's actually pull this firewood guy back. Let's see if we can plant a few trees quickly. Yeah, see, having this on a control group would make it so much easier to use. We could control group all the different categories, like planting trees, the forger hut. I'm going to demolish some of these. Yep, raiders. I knew it. I knew it. I was just about to go, but then, yeah. So let's I'm gonna demolish some of these forger huts because they keep making too many herbs. We're gonna fill up the whole thing full of herbs. And what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and meet them in the field, but we're also gonna fight them off. Yeah, we're gonna fight them off the map, and then we're gonna go right to Zweiau afterwards, and we're gonna take it. We'll just do 2 in 1. So everybody needs to get up there. Yeah, we should be fine. I'm surprised the eggs haven't been stacking up, although I'm kind of happy that they're not, because they do take up space as well. We shouldn't lose anybody. We got them surrounded now. Yeah. And that's... Yep, that's everybody. But the nice thing is we don't have to deal with dead bodies. Make sure we don't use too much stamina here either. Okay, on to Zweiau, and then we will claim that. If we don't lose too many, maybe we'll do 2. And then we'll have to wait. Oh, we don't have to wait. We've got enough for 3 claims. Yeah, thanks to that raid that gave us the influence. So I'm thinking maybe... Yeah, we're going to have to pause, I think, between... we're going to most likely take losses. And I don't think we can do that final battle without slowing down and recouping. Right, they're coming. Right, let's just double check, make sure we're not missing anything crazy here. I think we're okay, though. Yeah, this mining pit can go away. We have no more clay, so we can demolish this. And we'll get a little bit of stone back. I don't think there's a whole lot for us to do. We are starting to clear some of this forest out, so that's good. We don't need any more than that, though. I guess we could... Yeah, that's fine. These guys are all in here, too. It's a lot of workers. Yeah, that's... It seems like for the late game, you have a lot of idle people. Like, there's nothing I can put these people on. Some of the stuff is seasonal, and we can't spam too many things. How are we doing on mail? Yeah, mail's looking pretty good. We probably need to switch that to helmets in the near future. But I do want to get more backups for mail armor. So we'll just leave them. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's fight this. Yeah, we're taking losses. We're probably going to have to... Well, the losses are pretty reasonable, though. I think we can do 1 more, and then we'll back. Yeah, that was nothing. So we lost, like, 5 people. That's fine. Okay, since we're here, let's just go next door, finish that off, and then we'll go back, and maybe next year we'll worry about the final battle. I would like to stack up a little more cash. We have enough to max out our retinue, but I do want to get them upgraded as well. And let's go ahead and claim. We're almost there. Oh, crap. I did not want these guys to run the whole time. Crap, crap, crap. Well, they may not come out right away because we just defeated them. And that'll be good. We need a little time to rest. Yeah, it looks like they're going to chill for a little bit. Maybe what we should do is just push for the end after this. If we don't take any significant losses, maybe that one group takes a while to recharge. And if we take that last group, the last piece of land, maybe they won't have the 2 groups. Because I've noticed sometimes they spawn 2 groups. There's like one big one in the beginning and then the usual 5. So maybe there's a cooldown period on that. So if you do it quick enough and you wipe out the first wave, maybe you don't have to deal with the second wave. So we should... I would imagine we'd be able to do that. I know for a fact we can fit a forger hut here, but it's not letting me put it down. Guess I gotta delete the road first and then put it down. Yeah, it'll let me put it in now. It may block the road though. Yeah, it's gonna block the road. That's alright. We can connect it up here. It's the same thing. And fortunately, these guys did have time to relax. So we'll be able to go right into the next battle. Yeah, look at these armor ratings, man. And they have 2 charge. So 14 armor and 2 charge. That's because a lot of them have the mail armor. I guess if they wear... The more armor they wear, the better their charge is. Kind of makes sense. I guess it would add a little bit of weight to your momentum. Right now, the tavern is full. I would imagine these guys are getting backed up. No, they're not. That's fine then. So they're going to make us wait this whole time, unfortunately. Yeah, it's almost harvesting season. Almost March. Oh, man. That's kind of a drag. That's Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually worse for us than if they just came out and fought. Who knew that fighting would be harder than not fighting? Or fighting would be easier than not fighting, I mean. Alright, here we go. They finally came out. Let's go meet them in the field. The archers actually responded this time. No, they didn't. It looked like they were going to, and they did not. But we lost 2 retinue there, surprisingly. I guess I shouldn't have thrown them in. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the last battle just yet. I think we need to go... Yeah, we need to go get our troops back. Wait, are we... No, we won. They don't have anybody left. Oh, don't tell me it's going to make me wait. There's nobody left in the battle. Come on, man. Okay, well, I'm going to send the militia back first because they have jobs to do. It's already March. And then we'll pull the retinue back when it's all done. Because as soon as we leave, it's gonna make us lose the battle. I already can tell what's gonna happen. Even though we killed everybody. And this should be ending. Good. Sounds like it's bugged. So we lost 6, 3, 5, about 13 people. That's not too bad. Alright, March. That means we got berries to pick. Got a little bit of farming to do. I don't think... There's a couple things that are ready to go, but... No, they're not actually. Why does it say 42 out of 42? It's not 100% crop growth. I'm going to leave that and keep an eye on it and see if that's actually accurate. Like this one, this one's ready to go, but the other one was definitely not. And our linen is still looking good. Our bread is still looking good. So we're just going to focus on barley. At early harvest on again. Jeez. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have a system that's a little easier to use because this is not... It's doable, but it's really tedious and just not that fun to use. Like some of the systems in the game are actually pretty easy to use and are enjoyable to use. This one, farming is not one of those at all. Because it's like either you get a good yield, but you have to spend a lot of time micromanaging it, or you just say, screw it, I don't want to touch it, and then you're going to get like 1/3 of the yield. Okay, so we got peace declared, we got that back. Let's get our retinue back so we can get them maxed out. So essentially right now we're just waiting. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of this farming done, and then we can probably prep and go to war. We might need to wait for that last raid. I have a feeling we're going to get raided. And it's going to be really bad. Imagine if we go to win the last battle and then we just lose our whole town because we get raided. That would be pretty frustrating. Alright, so we'll max out the retinue. We have 220 left, which means we can upgrade a few of them. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how expensive the retinue are relative to the mercenaries. But I guess the nice thing about the retinue is you'd want to use them in cases where you're going to be doing a lot of easy battles. You don't want to destroy, like fighting off bandits, right? It's a good choice for that because they're strong. You won't have to replace them. You shouldn't lose anybody. But if you had to pay 30 gold every time you want to fight bandits, you know, how long would it take for your retinue to equal out, right? You'd have to spend quite a bit, but eventually it will equal out. All right, I'm going to switch the armor over to helmets for a little bit. Okay, we got to... That sucks. We got to fight him again. But you know what we could do is we could just fight him right here and then immediately go claim right after, since we'll be right next door, assuming we don't lose too many people. And we don't have maxed out retinue, but we'll have a few more. It's not quite half. We got 200 barley, 329 malt, so we actually have a lot. We have a lot of ale ready to go. And our storage is starting to get close to being maxed. Yeah, having a little bit more stone would be helpful here, actually. Well, we could build a granary that'll help us store 500. We won't be able to upgrade it though. I think it's 10 stone to upgrade, so we only have 15. So 10 to build, 10 to upgrade. We need 20 total. But if we really wanted to, we could make like a little ale storage. Well, we gotta fight it. Let's resolve. And then we gotta muster everybody, I guess. This will work out really well, I think. So our main area is fine. We're good on food. We're good on ale. We're good on clothes. There's nothing really we need to worry about. We're at 100% approval. Actually, we're large town, 100% approval on the hardest difficulty. So there's an achievement for doing that. Not on the hardest difficulty. I think I did it before on default, but nice to know that it's possible to do on the hardest. We'll keep the hill. I'm pretty sure this is a hill in our advantage. So if we go here, see the contour lines. We need to be on that slope though. So a little bit lower. Trying to hold that. They don't seem too interested in engaging. Yeah, they're just going to shoot arrows. So we'll probably have to come off the hill. That's fine. We don't need it. It's just kind of nice because I'm trying to conserve troops. We're going to have a big battle on our hands. So let's try and get... But we still have a bonus from our Our spears standing still, so let's make sure these guys get it. And our retinue are going to get smashed here. That was really bad, actually. I don't want them attacking the retinue. It's not that they can't handle it, but these guys are expensive to replace. Yeah, we lost 2. There's another one down. So pretty minimal losses. I guess it's fine. We're gonna burn through all of our stamina doing this ridiculous freaking thing. All right, they actually got caught there. I was gonna say sometimes they make it chase to the edge of the map, but that was nice. So we are down 4 people. We only lost 4, so pretty much no difference. I think we just chill for a minute. We'll get our stamina back. Actually, no, we can't chill because we just defeated an army. We need to do it before he gets that refresh. So this is it. This is for the win right here. Let's see what happens. Battle for Hofstetten. They're going to send a pretty big army here. I don't think they're going to get the second one, though. Yeah, seems like that's the case. If you wait a lot longer, it'll refresh, and it looks like you'll probably have to fight him twice. Now let's back up, see if we can catch those archers. Let's actually back up all the way. See if they let us catch them. Alright. Oh, kind of. Not really. Alright. I'm going to keep the retinue in reserve. Let's let them get their retinue committed. And then we're going to try and surround these guys. I'm going to meet these guys in the field. They're sending 2 around the flank. Let's go ahead and reposition these spearmen to our flank. If they want to mess around in their back lines, we'll take advantage of local superiority. Yep, these guys should be able to clash with them. Alright, where do I want to put the retinue? I'm going to put the retinue to clear these 2 groups out quickly, and then we can redeploy them to the front. Actually, I'd rather 3v1 this guy, and then I don't know what this guy's doing, but if he doesn't want to fight, that's fine. Yeah, the retinue are getting destroyed. They're taking out a lot of our militia. But they're just not committing everybody all at once, and it's costing them. So retinue's pretty much done. We shoot through them. Yeah, they're completely gone. Wiped out. It's a 100% loss. That one's broken. Alright, I think we got this. Yeah, I think we got this. We've got, one of their groups back here led. We're going to go ahead and sandwich this guy. And then it's just going to be the 2 annoying archers. This is looking like a GG right here. Whoa, man. Yep, and we're going to go chase these guys down for an hour, and then we'll finish the challenge, I think. Alright, that was pretty easy. Those guys are all the way out of here. Another one broken. I don't want to commit everybody because it might do that stupid thing where it makes us lose because we're not in the circle. Nice, we got it. That's everybody. That should be GG. I don't remember if I put this on no game mode because I wanted to have a save file where I can continue building the city afterwards, but you can see they own no more land. We did it without any trade posts, and we have a decent amount of money saved up. We've got 6,700 and 100% approval rating. We still have room to grow. We could technically do that. Yeah, I don't know if getting to 1,000 is a good idea on this setup. I would probably approach it differently. So one thing that I've noticed, for town like this is fine. This is probably the way the game is meant to be played. Like this, you get up to maybe 100 families, and that's enough to get all of your retinue. Like if we didn't have this retinue, we could easily get a 6th militia. So one town can fund your entire army. So 100 families, this setup works fine. We've got 2 storehouses in the middle of each kind with 1 central marketplace. No big deal. But if you want to do 1,000 people, I think on hard mode with, all the farms and all the stuff, I think you would probably have to separate into different industries. So you'd have to have like an area with its own granary just to deal with veggies, and another area just for maybe the apples, and then maybe 1 or 2 granaries just for the barley. Sorry, not the barley, but the wheat and the bread. So it might make sense to do that, separate them, and then you'd have marketplaces that are only for specific types of goods. So like whatever market, we would do a granary right here and a market stall for maybe one or 2 market stalls, and then they would only stock veggies. So something like that might make a lot of sense. Although I'd have to figure out how the apiary works because it seemed like they were just throwing the honey over here. They were walking it manually. It doesn't look like the granary picks up anything from these guys. Oh wait, I take that back. There's a granary worker. I think he was picking up the wax though. So wax is supposed to spawn in the pantry, but it's not in the game yet, so it's just a placeholder. But you'll see some of these actually have it. Yeah, like this one's got. Oh no, sorry, generic storage. It's the generic storage that. Yeah, like this one right here. But then you don't see anything in the inventory because it's not in the game. So yeah, I think they do actually pick it up, but most of the time they just end up walking it. So maybe that'll be the next challenge. Maybe we have to do the one where the raiders raid you all the time. I don't want to do again with the Baron because that's kind of annoying. This dude's super annoying. He's really obnoxious. But maybe we could do the one where you start with max difficulty on the last setting where all you're dealing with is raiders and bandits. And we could expand, start a small town and then have to use other towns to pull in resources. Like, for example, we could create a small town here that just specializes only in getting berries and wild animals, and everything gets shipped back to the main town that we can. I'm just trying to think if there's no trade, how would that work though? Because you have to send something back to them. I guess you could send clothing and ale. Yeah, we could easily mass produce ale, clothing, bread. There's a lot of things we could do actually. Just imagine we have 1,400 veggies and we've stopped accepting veggies. We could easily send veggies back to these guys and that would give them another food source. So yeah, I think it would actually work. We could probably get a sustainable production loop. So this would be meat and berries. We wouldn't have to deal with berries here. We could just focus on, veggies and all the other stuff. Stone, I mean, yeah, stone, we would definitely need more stone though. So these would actually be useful because we could ship the stone back and we're going to need multiple granaries. Anyways, I'm just getting ideas. I'm trying to think this through, but this is the end of this campaign. I hope this was interesting. I know the end was probably a little bit boring, but the beginning and middle was pretty crazy. But I would say this is challenge completed at this point. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.